Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel Knight. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. Good morning, Mrs. Tussie.
Well, good morning, Mr. Raymer.
How was your weekend?
Fabulous, fabulous. Always enjoy the weekends. And of course, here in Colorado, had to do what everybody else did in Colorado. Drove up to the mountains a little bit and saw the,
did you go see the
saw
colors?
the leaves. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh,
it's just absolutely beautiful. Are you jealous?
Yeah.
Well, don't be jealous of the traffic that we had to participate in on the way home. But it is beautiful. And of course, they were threatening, the weather folks were threatening that the wind was going to blow the leaves off pretty quickly. So if you wanted to see them,
you got to get out there and go see them now.
Yeah. So if you can get up there, early in the week, I think it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. It's beautiful.
All right. Well, I have to get out there and do it this weekend, then. That's what I'm going to do.
No, before the weekend. You're going to have to get there before the weekend. I'm just telling I'm just giving you the information that with the change in the weather and the winds that are happening in the mountains, that it's going to blow off all the beautiful leaves off the trees and you might miss them.
All right, I'll do that. Denver, your weather today, sunny, high of 77 degrees, 0% chance of precipitation. That's good news, but apparently a lot of wind. Plentiful sunshine and low of 49 degrees, winds light and variable, at least overnight tonight. And here's some things that are happening before the opening of the market. I wonder what to do when the pre-market report starts with brace yourself.
Oh, that can't be good. That can't be good.
It says there's a very negative mood in the markets. Downward momentum on Friday is carried through into the new week. U.S. stock futures are all pushing down. Many European markets are dropping about 1.5% in early trading. Asian markets are closing out the day with losses. Banking stocks are among the main losers right now. Germany's Deutsche Bank is falling by nearly 7% to its nearly lowest level in over 20 years. Look out for that. Let's see what else is going on. Clinton versus Trump, that's happening.
It is happening. Mm-hmm. And at this time, what did I hear? This time, it's presidential.
It's presidential. We'll see about that. Investors will be watching closely as history is made Monday night when Hillary Clinton squares off against Donald Trump in the first presidential debate. Polls show that it's a close race. In fact, polls are now showing that it is a dead-even race. The outcome of the debate could decide on who leads the country for the next 4 years. Of course it could. Sometimes these writers, they have a knack for the profound.
Oh, they do?
Yes. The outcome of this debate could determine the president of the next 4 years.
It could.
Really? Do we have an alternative? Is there an option? OPEC nations and other global oil producers are huddling at a meeting in Algeria this week. They're considering an agreement to restrain production in an effort to support oil prices. Crude futures are holding steady and trading around $44.50 per barrel. Stocks to watch: Carnival and Vail Resorts are the two main companies reporting earnings ahead of the open. And that's the news you need to know as far as what's going on pre-market and pre-open.
That is what's going on. I think actually here, the station, we're actually doing a debate viewing party.
We are doing
tonight.
A debate viewing party. CB and Potts in Greenwood Village starts at 6 p.m. Come down and hang out with us.
Yes.
We're going to be there, and we're going to watch the candidates play tennis.
We are. So join us tonight.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's the news you need to know. How about the news you want to know? It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour that, frankly, we've already chosen the news. It's questionable, and yet we hope to get a giggle or two out of you. Angel gets to choose the order in which we select it. Are you ready?
Yay, me.
Yay, you. Michigan quintuplets are loving it.
Okay.
All right. Sit. Stay.
This is news.
Maybe.
All right.
And, whoo, what's that smell?
Oh, Eric.
I didn't do it. It's not me. Gee.
Didn't say
This is how rumors get started.
I didn't say you did. You brought it. I'm sorry. Is coffee going to come out of your nose now?
Almost. You brought it. No, I didn't.
All right.
If you bring it, you can't smell it. That's how that works.
Okay.
We can all smell this.
Why don't you start with that and then we can get it over with?
Remember the Denver famous corpse flower at the Denver Botanic Gardens?
Yes.
Well, apparently
yes.
Denver's not the only one that gets one of these foul-smelling, nasty flowers. Hanover, New Hampshire, a rare flower known for its large size and foul smell, bloomed in a greenhouse at Dartmouth College over the weekend. The university provided an online live stream of Morphe, the 13-year-old Amorphophallus titanium, or otherwise known as the corpse flower.
The corpse flower. Yes, we did have one here at the Botanic Gardens. How long ago was that?
It's just last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, or earlier this year, I think it was.
And everybody wanted to see it because once it blooms,
it dies. It dies and goes away. Yeah, but the bloom is
and it
the
only
most
blooms
rancid, nasty.
And it takes
like years.
Yeah.
So here's the deal: the plant Morphe was grown from a seed by a private grower in New Hampshire starting in 2003, acquired by Dartmouth in 2007. The plant, which is estimated to weigh between 37 and 39 pounds, a plant, bloomed once before in 2011 and sprouted 2 leaves, which photosynthesized leading up to the most recent bloom. Flower's name comes from the smell emitted from the green and burgundy flower, which represents rotting flesh and attracts flies and beetles in the wild. Members of the public were welcome to view the rare flower as Dartmouth extended viewing hours in honor of the event. Only 7 corpse flowers are reported to have bloomed in the United States over the summer, including one that bloomed in the New York Botanic Garden in July for the first time since 1937. So they're very, very rare bloomers. So,
as are you.
Let's leave my bloomers out of this. All right, sit, stay, or the Michigan quintuplets are loving it.
I'm going to go with the dog story.
You think it's a dog story?
I do think it's a dog story, like some kind of dog obedience story.
Nope. A photo showing a young boy sitting in a busy Kuala Lumpur parking lot has been doing the rounds online, causing controversy. According to the original Facebook post, a boy had to wait all alone in the hot sun for 20 minutes to save an empty spot for his mother while she went to go get the car. He was sitting in the parking space.
I've often wanted, when you're looking for a spot.
Yeah, Michael, get out.
Yeah, get out.
Right?
Save
Stand
that
right
spot,
there. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And now
20 minutes.
Yeah.
The boy is 2 years old.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
Right?
That's not good. We've all thought it. We've all thought it, but we haven't done it. Right? Y'all think it, but we haven't done it, and we definitely didn't do it with our toddler.
Yeah, she says the people say she should consider herself lucky that no one harassed, kidnapped, or even hurt her child. She left her son to chance in the parking lot. That's frightening enough. Yeah, scary, scary stuff. And finally, the Michigan quintuplets.
And here's that kid. He's probably thinking this is like the best day of his life.
Just sitting down playing.
Like, look, I'm all good.
Lot.
I'm all good.
Yeah.
Nobody's messing with me.
In Potterville, Michigan, 3 18-year-old brothers and their 2 18-year-old sisters have landed their first jobs together at McDonald's.
All of them.
All of them. The non-identical quintuplets said they can usually get through a workday without any customers recognizing that they're siblings. Leith, Logan, and Lucas Curtis all work in the kitchen at the restaurant in Potterville, near Lansing, Michigan. And Lauren Curtis works the front counter and drive-thru. Lindsay Curtis handles the lobby. We call it McCurtis, said Lori Curtis, the quintuplets' mother, in a statement. Lucas and Lauren Curtis began working at McDonald's a year ago. Leah Curtis signed up in March. Lindsay and Logan joined 2 months later. We've done some research and heard from other friends that working at McDonald's is a great place to work. So that's what they did.
So that's where they all are. Yeah. So, you always get really nervous when you hire like more than one person from a family because
you could lose
more than
one person.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty instantly. But I think they'll probably be all right.
You know,
I think
and
everybody there
of
will
course,
survive.
Everything they've ever done in their entire lives is a novelty because there are 5 of them,
Yes.
and they survived.
Right,
It's
and the
good.
fact that they are all there in one place.
All right, well, they're loving it, bum, 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 bum. And we're loving that you have tuned in to this, the most positive business talk show in America. So please don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk right ahead. Angel and Eric on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT. Back after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Run, family operated for more than 50 years. Tynan's has a huge inventory of Volkswagens, SUVs, and cars available on the lot listed at all the lowest possible prices. They have a large selection of used vehicles from a variety of manufacturers as well. Mostly they've got integrity. If you knew Matt Tynan, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. If you knew his brothers, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. Stop in for a test drive today. They're located at 700 South Havana Street in Aurora, Colorado, and they're looking forward to working with you. For over 50 years, Tynan's has specialized in financing people with every kind of credit situation. You're a first-time buyer, you got a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, they can help. They're one of the dealerships referred by the Colorado Consumer Bankruptcy Association. Mostly I want you to try Tynan's because I know Matt, and I know you can trust them to get you into the car that you need. Tynan's Volkswagen, Tynan's Nissan Aurora. Go in, tell them Hugh Hewitt sent you. That's Tynan.
Did you know that you can get not only Oric vacuums at the Oric Clean Home Center locations, but also Miele and Sebo vacuums? Both Oric Clean Home Centers are authorized sales and service for both Miele and Sebo vacuums. Ready for a vacuum you'll love? One that makes short work of a spotless house? Then get your next Miele, Sebo, or Oric from the Oric Clean Home Centers at their Aurora and Littleton locations. Simply Google Anderson's Vacuum Littleton or Anderson's Vacuum Aurora. How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets cleaned. You know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive? Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and they don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is clean with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See, it's affordable. Call them today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Imagine a world where you only need one tool in your marketing toolbox. A world where that one tool could open doors for you and transform the average sales proposal into a powerful, personalized experience.
The Ostrich Baskets All Senses presentation box is your way to stand out and get greater attention over your competitors. From the classy visual impact the moment it's received, through to the powerful surprises revealed when they open the box and are engaged with aroma, sound, and delightful treats and personalized gifts. Your client will be positively immersed in your marketing message.
The All Senses presentation box will quickly become the one tool in your box to open doors that you may have previously never imagined possible.
Connect with your clients in a manner that promotes positive long-term business relationships and greater sales results for your company. Shorten your sales cycle and reduce your overall marketing costs. Order your All Senses presentation boxes today. Call 720-552-3932 or visit ostrichbaskets.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Got our Jersey boys playing music in the background, and if that takes you back, nothing takes you back even more than that, and then a well-organized person who can actually turn back the hands of time.
Oh.
Yes. I'm speaking of you.
Are you talking about me?
I am.
I can do that?
I think you can.
Sometimes I do on accident. Aren't isn't this
It's all good.
Isn't this something we've already done before? One of the things that I think is I see as a trend, and I've been doing a little bit of research on it, is a lot of people are moving into using their commute time, Eric, as a time to listen to audio tapes, CDs on personal development and education, right? Something inspiring, something educational. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they turn off the radio in order to do that. I know.
What?
Right? Because they're putting in CDs. They're listening to podcasts that they've downloaded.
This is your personal development right here.
Right here. You get fresh new content every single day when you turn on the Experience Pros Radio Show. A lot of times you replay those CDs over and over again, which is valuable. We need to hear them more than once. But you can tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show for your daily dose of personal development, right? We all have the same hours in a day.
Yes, ma'am.
And some of us are just a little bit more effective than others with what they do with them, right? The key is controlling time instead of letting time control you.
It sounds good.
Doesn't it sound good?
I would love to control time.
I'm going to be so much more productive. I'm going to be so much more efficient. I'm going to run circles around everybody. And one of the things that we get to see, and we mentioned this, I'm starting to see it as a trend. I don't know. Are you paying attention, Eric? Is the cars that are on the road when we leave in the morning?
Yes,
are pretty nice cars.
Yes, they're very nice. They're typically the Lexus, the luxury, Infinities, the ones that are nicer than the one I drive.
No, you've got a nice car, too. You've got a nice car. Nicely wrapped with the Experience Pros banner. We call it the Fan Braggin wagon.
It is the Fan Braggin wagon.
Right. Well, we know that good time management is a key to being productive and successful in the workplace. So here's some guidelines that drive successful people when it comes to time management. And the first one is starting their day early.
Come on now, you've heard the story. Apple CEO Tim Cook, he gets up at 5 a.m. Vogue editor Anna Wintour, she gets up at 5:45, and Oprah herself gets up at 6 a.m. You can do it. Just, we talk about this a lot. We reference the story of 5 will get you 10. That's when Angel's daughter decided to get up 5 minutes earlier every day because she was running about 10 minutes late. So she got up 5 minutes earlier and found out that she had 10 minutes of free time waiting around. I don't know how it works. It's just one of those paradigms. If you get up a little earlier, your day will be much better.
Well, you're not rushing.
Right.
As soon as you start behind, then it just sets off this train wreck for the rest of the day that you're constantly behind. And so if you're listening to the show, you're already a winner because you're up and starting your days.
All right. The second one is you got to set your priorities and goals when you're planning out your day. Now, this presumes that you are actually planning out your day. And so you got to make sure that you think about what are the things that have to get done before the sun goes down, if you will. I have a few of those big rocks, if you will, for today, things that I didn't get done on Friday.
Oh, all right. So a lot of times that's what Monday ends up rolling into, right? The stuff that you didn't finish last week, stuff that might have come in over the weekend. And so Monday is a great day in the beginning of the week, right, to set the tone for your week. And if you're starting out behind, again, Eric, that sets the tone for the rest of the week.
You bet.
And so breaking down, if you've got those big rocks, those vital functions, those main things that you've got to get done, to schedule that.
That's right.
Put that in your calendar that this is when I'm going to get it done. Don't just put it on the list, but this is what time I'm going to work on that. And if necessary, close your office door, turn off the notifications, go someplace where you're not going to be interrupted,
right,
so that you can kind of nail those things and get them out when we focus, and here's the next one, focusing on one task at a time.
Yes.
I think that, I'm a multitasker. Turns out I'm not, because nobody can be. I've read all the articles. I've listened to all the successful people.
Well, you're a good juggler.
I am. Darren Hardy says that people who multitask have the IQ of somebody who is stoned out of their mind. And so that multitaskers are walking around like half-baked. And so this is what he says.
That's an interesting analogy.
Right? Because we can't focus on more than one thing at a time, right? We're switching. We're going back and forth, switching. And so he says you're deluding yourself. True efficiency means focusing one thing at a time, finishing it before moving on to the next task.
Yeah.
Now, I am a finisher. I love getting things done, finishing.
Checking it off the list.
In fact, my girlfriend loves to knit.
Mine does too.
And so she'll like start it, and while she has a couple of minutes, and she puts it away and brings it back out later, and does it for a little while and puts it away. And I know how to knit. I've done that. But
not your first thing,
right? My thing is, so here's what I like to knit is headbands. Why? I get in and I finish it and it's done.
Okay.
The idea of having a project lingering and unfinished,
you.
I can't. Yeah. Not favorite.
All
so learn to delegate. Another successful tip for successful people: time management.
And successful people realize that delegation doesn't mean dereliction of their duty. Delegation, when you delegate properly, all the rising tide lifts all ships. If you are afraid that delegating is going to cause your job description to become obsolete, then you truly don't understand the nature of delegation.
Here's the thing: is we all have the few skill sets that we bring to the table, and as an entrepreneur, or even in any business, we start to wear a lot of hats.
Sure. One,
because of low manpower. Right? We don't have a lot of staff doing a lot, so we're all doing multiple things. But there's only a few things we do really well. And so making sure that you focus on getting those main tasks done. Now, that doesn't, all this other stuff still has to get done. So building your business up, elevating it up to a space where you can bring on or outsource those other projects. And sometimes you just even need to dump them off of your list.
You absolutely do. And think of it this way, folks. If you were ever an employee, ever in your entire life, if you were an employee, it's because somebody delegated.
Oh,
it's true.
Look at that.
There are no employees if I can do it all.
If I could do it all.
Right.
And so that means that you have a system. We had a Sal Buscemi in last week talking about goals. And he says it's not goals that grow businesses, it's systems.
Yep.
And when you systematize, when you've got everything written down, you create a system for everything that you're doing, then it is really easy then to delegate those tasks.
Here's another one. Say no more often and master the art of short meetings. I agree with this 100%. You got to say no to certain things. You can say no while still saying yes. You can frame the no into a positive, and we encourage you to do so. But then those meetings, you simply don't need long meetings in order to be effective.
We don't, and nobody has time for long meetings. And we do need to be more effective with the use of our time. So say no to long meetings.
There you go. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. The bottom of the hour of the news is next. This is Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further.
financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter.
Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being a Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, this is Krista Kafer for Golden Spike Roofing. I went over to Golden Spike Roofing's beautiful showroom, and their team of experts showed me how they provide a better quality roof for your money than anyone else in Denver. If your roof is impacted by hail or other severe weather, moisture may begin to silently damage your home. That's why it's so important to have your roof periodically checked by an expert. The experts at Golden Spike will come and inspect your roof anytime for free. And when you're ready to repair or put on a new roof, President Spike McCarthy will personally visit your new roofing job to make sure it meets his ultra-high standards. Don't take a chance with a potentially damaged roof or an inexperienced roofer. Schedule a free roof inspection from Golden Spike Roofing today, and their promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail. You know how the song goes.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
As a father of 4 children, I realized it was time for me to make a change in my struggles with alcoholism. It wasn't the first time that I had come to this realization, but I was at the end of my rope. I heard an advertisement on the radio for this treatment program called Go Sober and thought it sounded too good to be true. I was honestly pretty reluctant to go through with the treatments because I had tried several other methods of quitting in the past that were unsuccessful. The people affiliated with Go Sober are very generous and compassionate. They put in countless hours and selflessly work very hard to ensure your success in the program. They were very accommodating to my schedule and my time. The end result of this 8-week program is that I am no longer a slave to alcohol. The chains have been broken, and I haven't felt this free for as long as I can remember. The simple things in life that used to make me happy actually bring me joy again. I am so grateful for the Go Sober program and the people that help run it.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837, or visit gosober.org.
If you have a rental property, you need to listen to this message. Recent changes in the fair housing rules may greatly impact your property and how you rent. It used to be that a landlord could say no felonies on the application, but the rules have changed. To get more information on these recent changes, contact Legacy Properties PM. You've invested time, energy, and money into your property, and without professional management, you may be stuck with stress and aggravation trying to rent. With Legacy Properties PM, you can feel more at ease knowing your property's managed well, and you're getting the best return on investment. Legacy Properties PM will handle your tenants by following the most up-to-date fair housing rules, showing the property, having the correct lease agreement signed, handling the hassles of repairs and repairmen, and dealing with late rent, fees, or evictions. Call Legacy Properties PM at 720-989-1996 or visit online at legacyproperties-pm.com. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. The experts in landlord stress removal.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in today. Craig Simpson is going to do something that, I've said so many times he probably should not do.
Which is what?
He's going to reveal secrets. Once a magician, always a magician. And
So Eric's, history of being a magician. He's not a big fan of those TV shows that reveal the secrets of the magicians. Although I think it kind of added some fascination to the magician world.
It certainly added something to the magician world. I don't know if I would use the maybe an F word, but not that one.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot of friction. Is the word I was thinking of, to the magician's world when the guy who called himself the masked magician, his name is Valentino, came out back in the early 90s and revealed his secrets. And there were two camps. The camp of the magicians that said, oh gosh, you shouldn't have done that, but if we're worth our weight in gold, we'll be able to take the information that you revealed, and in some cases did actually reveal legitimate magic tricks, and use that knowledge against the audience in order to create another scenario, right?
I don't think it was, and this is, I'm not a magician. I'm not inside. I'm just an observer and an audience member. But I think it added interest into watching a magic show as an adult, where because you see the skill and the technique that was really required. Of course, it's not exactly how you guys do it, set it up and all that.
There were some things that were exactly like, and then there were other things that were created just for the show. The other side of the other camp was, gosh, I got to throw everything out of my routine that you just exposed. And I think if you are an entertainer, you can. The art of magic is creating the impossible and taking what you know and twisting it upside down. And so for those of us, and I was in the first camp, you shouldn't have done that, but I'm not going to remove the cutting a woman in half illusion out of my program. Instead, I'm going to remove the boxes, and I'm going to put a woman on a table and pull out a Black & Decker power saw with no cover whatsoever and continue to blow your mind. That kind of a thing. And before we transition this back into the secrets that Craig wants to reveal,
which aren't magic tricks, secrets, by the way.
Listener Terry says this, and she's got a question for us, and so I thought we'd air this. She says, any suggestions to your listening audience on how to shorten those meetings without offending others on your team? In our last segment, we just said, say no, learn to say no, and say no to long meetings, to shorten your meetings. And I think it's a fantastic question. How do you shorten a meeting, Angel?
Well,
without offending people.
You don't want to offend people. And so here's, there's some passive aggressive ways that you can go about that. Schedule a next meeting that has to happen shortly after the first one begins.
Okay, and so we're on a tight schedule.
We're on a tight schedule. Yeah. We've got something else that's come up. We've got another client coming in. And so schedule something else to force the shortened meeting.
Okay.
Creating an agenda.
I think an agenda is a great way.
Is a key because these are the two things that we're going to cover today, and that's it. Right?
That's it.
It doesn't have to be, now granted, if this is you only meet once a quarter, you're probably not going to only be able to come up with two things, right?
Sure.
But what is the main reason? And everything else can be done through email, maybe some phone calls. We can do a recap. Have other people bring responsibilities to the meeting.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I like is scheduling meetings with only key players for certain topics, right? So we're going to talk about this, but it doesn't really affect Joe, Susie, and Sam. So Joe, Susie, and Sam don't need to be there. I need to talk to Pete and Sue. And Pete and Sue, we're going to cover these two topics and it'll be done. 15-minute meeting and it's done. And so I think that's another way that you can do it. There's lots of different ways, being diplomatic and non-offensive. And then, frankly, you just say, you know what? We're going to cut out all the lean time, all the chit-chat, and do our meeting standing instead of sitting. And we're going to acknowledge that this is going to be a 30-minute meeting instead of an hour meeting.
Yeah, there are companies that are switching to that standing meeting in order to make it more effective.
Thank you, listener Terry. We appreciate your question, and hopefully you appreciate the response.
All right, so Craig Simpson, contributor to Entrepreneur Magazine online, the secrets that he wanted to give to us aren't a magic trick secret. It's how to add direct mail to your sales funnel. Now, we all know we want to get folks to our website because our website is where we take them through our sales process. It's not through social media. We're not selling on social media, and it's really not even in our emails. It's the whole idea is to get folks into our website so we can take them through that sales process, but you can use direct mail to get people to your website.
Sure.
And so using it effectively, and these were his 3 secrets on how he actually ended up getting people to go use the online email to get them into their website, because once on their website, took them through their sales process.
All right, how's he doing it?
First one is using the right length of copy.
And by that, we mean too much is too much. So stop it.
Right? He says when it comes to getting people to visit a website, he says, I've had the most success mailing postcards, tear sheets, small self-mailers, and even short 2-page letter packages. Each of these pieces is limited in size and looks like it would be a quick and easy read.
Do you remember the days when you'd get those 12-page letters, and they'd usually be like on a yellow-colored stock, and they had a red ink pen that would
make it look like it was handwritten,
like they were handwritten with circles and arrows and things like that. Those days are over, folks. That's the 80s, and we have to say goodbye to those.
Well, here's something here's an equation. He says you have to make sure the length of your copy matches your call to action.
Correct.
So if the call to action requires spending a lot of money, then make sure that you've got enough justification and incentive in it. And so, I mean, we know if it's a $10 deal, like, I'm going to buy a mascara, a lip gloss, something.
Send a postcard.
Right? Simple.
Yep.
But if you want somebody to invest something, then the equation of the copy should equate to the equation of the call to action.
Number 2, provide multiple calls to action. He says people don't always read your sales pieces with the care that you would like them to. Angel basically says people don't read.
I don't. Right? Nobody does. Nobody does. They scan.
That's right. They
We
scan it, they go back and forth, they look at the copy, they may miss the critical detail, and so make sure that your call to action is repeated at the top, maybe the middle and the bottom. All one call to action, but in strategic
multiple places. So if it is a postcard, make sure that call to action, that URL to your website is on both sides of the postcard. Right? He says he gave an example where he sent a postcard promoting a teleseminar. He said he put the URL on that little card, a 4x6 postcard, 3 times.
Yep.
Right? It's easy to do, but he says, I can't count the number of postcards I received that only have the call to action printed on them once.
There you go.
One time only. So don't assume that they're going to look for it and that they're going to find it. He says, believe me, I have tested this over and over.
That's
you
right.
must put it on your sales piece multiple times when your goal is to drive your prospects to your website.
All right.
And then finally, the last secret he says is sell the sizzle, not the steak.
That sounds like features over or benefits over features.
Now, what's in it for me
Yeah.
is what people want to know, right? Too often we give too many details about the product. This is what it looks like. This is the size of it. This is what it has in it.
All those details
These are
are
the
non-essential.
colors. They are non-essential. Why does it matter? What's in it for me? What do I get? So instead, sell them on the idea, intrigue them, make them wonder if this is something that could really enhance their life
Yep.
or solve a problem. If you can get them excited about the possibilities, then they will eagerly go for more information.
Clearly,
right?
it's good stuff.
Right?
Absolutely.
The main goal is to get your prospects to your website.
Right.
You're not selling them with this one piece.
Nope.
This is a step. This is the doorway. We're going to open the window to the World Wide Web.
Wow, look at you. All right. I like that. I like that a lot, and it makes a lot of sense. So on this occasion, I will say that Craig Simpson, who is the author and owner of Simpson Direct Incorporated, I'm going to give you a pass. You can give away these secrets.
Oh.
You have my permission.
This is Eric Magician
maybe
approved.
Even my blessing to give away these
secrets are okay.
Not those secrets. I'm not going to tell you how I cut a woman in half.
So you're like the secret
with a power
keeper,
saw. No.
the gatekeeper to the secrets, and
Somebody's got to do it.
We must get Eric's approval before sharing some secrets.
Somebody's got to do it.
I will tell you though, here's like the worst part of knowing the secrets to magic is it is so disappointing when you know the secret. It is far more fun
Listen to the
have
music.
that
The music
awe
should be
and
coming
wonder.
up. Yeah, we have to go.
I know that.
Yeah, you're
I heard
casting
the
shade on
I
the
heard the
whole
music.
thing.
I was gonna wrap up that whole thought. I had it, but now we have to go.
We have to go.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Before you invest, read the prospectus in the registration statement and other documents the issuer has filed with the SEC for more complete information about the issuer and this offering.
This is a special public announcement for investors. Have you tried to invest during an initial public offering but never got the chance because big banks and private institutions have already scooped up all the stock? Well, now there's an exciting investment opportunity where you can be in on the IPO of a game-changing digital media company listed on NASDAQ. FOTV. FOTV is a group of millennial-focused digital media companies that creates, markets, and distributes live hologram events and premium Hollywood movie content to global audiences via live streaming, virtual reality, and 360. Powered by Holograms USA cutting-edge visual technology. Featured on the Country Music Awards, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and the Coachella Music Festival. Discover a real IPO investment opportunity. Invest as little or as much as you want. Call now for your free FOTV prospectus. 800-409-2501. 800-409-2501. That's 800-409-2501.
Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security. ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
My name is Mick. I was a drinker all my life. When I retired, my drinking became a daily habit. It even affected my health. My brother was having severe health issues because of alcohol, and it really scared me into action. When I heard Go Sober on the radio and their program of outpatient treatment, I knew it was tailor-made for me because I'm the sole caregiver for my wife. My experience at Go Sober changed my life immediately. The trainers and counselors were really great people. There was always someone to reach out to for support or guidance. The best part is the medical infusions eliminated the alcohol cravings. Now with my life restarted, I'm not just happier, I have a sense of joy because my spirit is eager to express my happiness. Call Go Sober. They could be the restart for your life too.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober, 303-827-4837, or visit gosober.org. Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets clean. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with our patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and we don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See? Affordable. Call us today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150, or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
Are you interested in being your own boss but don't know where to start? MadeRight has a home-based business franchise opportunity that will allow you to start building a better life for you and your family. With MadeRight, you'll go into business for yourself, not by yourself. And they'll provide a startup package, guaranteed clients, initial equipment, training, and constant support. Take that first step towards starting your new life and call 303-898-0595 today. Again, that's 303-898-0595. 303-898-0595.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We are having a hoedown of a good Monday morning for you. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer, helping you get your business right. Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDNT. All the way around the world, one of our friends, Daryl Stern, just sent us a little meme from a sign that he actually took a picture of in London. And it says, Marsala Chai Latte warms your cockles. And this is a reference to the time probably 2 years ago, that I made mention of the cockles of my heart being all warm, and nobody knew what a cockle was. And so,
since Eric said it, we didn't trust it.
Right.
So, so maybe, in London, they're having a nice little latte to
warming their cockles.
In honor
Absolutely.
of Eric Raymer's heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, back to basics. Is the LLC structure a smart choice for your business?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question, because there's a lot of people who get confused about, should I go LLC, Schedule C, Schedule S, or an S Corp, or should I just be a sole proprietor?
Well, we're going to give you a few of the advantages of having the LLC structure for your business, as well as a couple disadvantages, because it isn't for everybody.
It's not for everybody, and I just discovered, I think it was last week, that we heard a story of somebody who had an LLC for a very long time, and then for whatever reason, a couple of years ago, changed the structure of their LLC. It dropped off intentionally, I believe, but it was a surprise to them, because now they are a sole proprietor, and the tax ramifications are different, especially when you're going to sell.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to, you can't run it as a, let me see, how do I phrase this? You just by putting the phrase LLC.
Yeah.
If you are still running it as a sole proprietor, the LLC will drop off. You cannot claim the tax benefits.
Right.
There are certain things or the protections if you are not running it as an LLC. And so I think there's some issues with folks who are still running their business as a sole proprietor and then expecting the tax breaks of an LLC, and you can't do both. So here's what to love about the LLC structure.
Okay.
Is the protection of personal assets.
That's right.
It's a legitimate corporate entity. It provides a degree of separation between your personal assets and those of your business. However, if you are not providing a degree of separation between your personal and business assets,
then
the LLC won't protect you.
That's right. And a good lawyer knows how to parse those things out. Also, with an LLC, you'll have less formation paperwork and ongoing compliance requirements to haggle with than you would with an S Corp or a C Corp. You don't have to create a board of directors, create annual reports, hold annual shareholder meetings, or any of that stuff. If you've got an aversion to complexity, maybe an LLC is the right choice for you.
Right. Also, you have the option to treat your taxes as though you are an S corporations and have your business profits passed through to your personal federal income tax return, right? So there's some different tax benefits. Now, we're just radio hosts, so make sure that you seek your professional.
This is not intended to be any kind of credible source of tax preparation information whatsoever. And then finally, professional cred. With LLC following your company name, you actually have some added credibility in the eyes of consumers, prospects, vendors, and the business community. Not that you wouldn't be taken seriously as a sole proprietor, but forming an LLC instills an element or a modicum of confidence and trust.
Right, you've registered. You're operating as a professional and not just as a hobby. So here's some potential disadvantages of the LLC. Right, there could be possible confusion over roles and responsibilities if you have multiple members. You may clash over who should be doing what, who's authorized to make certain decisions.
Members are typically described as partners in every other form of business.
Now, there could be a sting of the self-employment tax, right? While pass-through tax treatment may benefit you, it can also work against you. If you don't select the S corporation tax treatment, all profits will flow to your personal income tax return, and you will get hit with the Social Security and Medicare taxes, right? Which it could end up being more tax than if you were taxed as a corporation. And also there's challenges with growing. LLCs don't sell stock with no shareholders. For generating funds, you might find it challenging to grow your business as quickly or to the degree that you like.
There's upsides, but don't ignore the downsides. You have to be aware. I will never forget the first time the pass-through from profits came and hit me on my personal return. I'm like, oh, I thought they were separate. I thought we paid that over there. Not so much.
Right. And on the profits. Yeah. So here's what the thing is, seek professional help and professional guidance. A lot of times as a sole prop, you've just started your business. You're still running things through your personal account. You're running them on your personal tax return. You want to separate those as quickly as possible. And a professional will help you figure out the right designation for that. Not only for growing your business, you need to know what your goals are for your business, but also for your tax liabilities as well. Remember, the tax laws were written for businesses.
It's true.
And so they are out there to protect you, but there are rules you have to follow in order to accept those.
Aren't there rules that the labeling of various food products have to follow as well?
And they are getting stricter, right?
You said something just before we came back from commercial that
Eric, it's way too much. It's way too much. Yeah. The problem, the pumpkin spice canned pumpkin that we're making our pumpkin pies out of.
Right.
Turns out it's not pumpkin at all.
What?
This
cannot be.
Right? It
has to be pumpkin. The name is pumpkin spice.
Yeah, it's really squash. Squash is the new pumpkin.
No, it's not.
It's kind of like when Neiman Marcus told us gingham was the new stripe. It's really not, right? It's also a lie.
I don't know gingham being the new stripe, but I do know Gangnam Style.
It's squash. We're all eating squash, not pumpkin.
Well, pumpkin is a squash.
Well, yeah, but we're really talking more butternut. Golden Delicious Hubbard. Yeah. It's actually a variety of squash.
Do you believe this, America? What?
Oh, while fooling the innocent, trusting consumers into believing.
So we should call it butternut
latte.
Spice lattes?
Butternut spice lattes.
Squash spice lattes?
Yes, pumpkin puree is not pumpkin. It's a mixture of squashes.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. Now, I'm not sure that the pumpkin spice in pumpkin spice latte has any pumpkin in it
either.
Read
your labels, folks.
Nothing pumpkin. Although I'll tell you where to buy pumpkins. Anyways, the Home Depot.
Home Depot?
Yeah, has the most beautiful, unique, gorgeous pumpkins I've ever seen.
There you have it, Denver. Go check out the Home Depot's pumpkins. I'll be checking out their melons. We'll see you in just a little bit. We got to take a quick top of the hour news break, but when we come back, more positive business talk.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the everyday investor.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
All of a sudden, the world is out of control, and that means your money and your investments are out of your control. How are you supposed to protect your family and grow your wealth when politics and economics collide? We're here to help because we're all about money. Money Talk 1690 AM. All day, every day, we're following breaking news and giving you the tools and insights to protect what you've worked so hard for. We're more than just headlines. We're Money Talk 1690 AM.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
How many times have we quit drinking only to start again after a few days, maybe even the same day? I'm Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. There's a reason we can't stay quit for long. When we drink alcohol frequently, over time it dampens the reward response. Then, when we quit, we can't produce enough rewards, so we go into a deficit and our brain starts cueing us to replenish. Alcohol does this instantly, so most of us resume drinking. The key is, how do we restore the dopamine response so we get what we need naturally once again? At Go Sober, we not only restore the dopamine response, we also stack the deck in your favor to produce these rewards naturally like we used to before alcohol. Call us today to find out how this works. Our goal for you is indifference towards alcohol and happiness starting today. Call us at 303-827-4837 or find us at gosober.org.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
Can you hear your garage door shake, rattle, and roll throughout your home every single time it goes up or goes down? Hi, this is Dave Logan. I talked to Don at Don's Garage Door about this problem, and they have new garage door systems that are really quiet. Now, I've used Don's Garage Doors in my house, found them to be knowledgeable and fairly priced. They're great. You should call them at 303-794-0604, 303-794-0604, or check out donsgaragedoors.com. Hi, this is Dave Logan for Don's Garage Doors. You know, putting in a new garage door not only increases the curb appeal of your home, but it also makes it easier to sell. I was talking to Don the other day, and he told me it's the best investment, dollar for dollar, that you can make in your home. All I know is that I've had Don's Garage Door out to my home, and I trust him. Great work at a great price. Call Don's Garage Door today at 303-794-0604, or you can check him out at donsgaragedoors.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Top of the morning to you from Eric and Angel. Very nice to have you along with us in the Experience Pros Radio Show here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. And we've got some news in the update variety type thing happening in the market, the pre-market stuff. And the report starts with these words: brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a good way to start.
No,
this is our uplifting, positive, morale building.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the end of the report first, okay? The weekly market recap. All the main Wall Street indices made significant gains last week. The NASDAQ even hit an all-time record last Thursday. Enthusiasm waned on Friday. Stocks fell back a bit, but here's the good news. The Dow Jones Industrial was up 0.8% for the week. The S&P and NASDAQ gained 1.2% each. So that's the good news. Here's today's news. It's a very negative mood in the markets. Downward momentum on Friday is carried through into the new week. U.S. stock futures are all pushing down. Many European markets are dropping by about 1.5% in early trading. Asian markets are closing out the day with losses, and banking stocks among the main losers, including Germany's Deutsche Bank, which is falling by nearly 7% to its lowest level in over 20 years. A German magazine reported over the weekend that German government won't get involved in a dispute between the bank and the U.S. Justice Department, which is demanding $14 billion over allegations that Deutsche Bank packaged up toxic mortgages between 2005 and 2007. We're still collecting, or trying to collect on these. Clinton versus Trump, that debate's going on today. First debate for the two of them face to face. And interestingly enough, the polls show that it's a very close race. The outcome of the debate, of course, could decide who leads the country for the next 4 years. The debate doesn't much matter to the markets. It does matter to the markets because the market implications of the election outcome are quite divergent. Ultimately, no one really knows. No one knows what's going on. So,
right, but we are going to be tonight. This Salem newscast. We have a debate watching party.
That is correct.
Going on at the CBN Potts in Greenwood Village, starting at 6:00 tonight.
Come check us out on Arapahoe Road, just west of I-25 there at the CBN Potts. It's gonna be fun watching and hanging out with people on both sides of the table and seeing what's going on out there. So, stocks to watch: Carnival and I believe that's Carnival Cruise Lines and Vail Resorts are the two main companies that are reporting earnings ahead of the open today. Crude futures are holding steady and trading around $44.50 a barrel, and that's the news.
And that's the news that we needed to know on this beautiful Monday morning.
Absolutely. All right, so that's the news that you need to know. Here's the news you want to know. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show at the top of the hour that we've already chosen the news. It is decidedly questionable news, but somebody's got to deliver it, and Angel gets to choose the order in which we do deliver that. You've heard of 31 flavors?
I have.
Well, 31 fingers.
31 fingers?
Maybe.
That'll make for some good ice cream.
Right. No more mini carts. That's story number 2. No more mini carts. Alaska is scheduled to vote, and Alaska City Council is scheduled to vote on leashes, on a leash law.
A leash law.
Mm-hmm. And finally,
I have to get an Eric-sized leash.
Possibly. And then an app gives Japanese. I'll start that over. An app gives Japanese drivers free coffee.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
That?
All right. Let's go with that.
Let's start with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish the sentence. In a bid to convince drivers in a certain prefecture in China to keep their hands on the wheel and their eyes on the road, a new Japanese smartphone app offers free coffee coupons to drivers who don't check their phones for at least 100 kilometers.
What?
Yep. For the last 13 years, this certain prefecture has recorded the highest rate of traffic fatalities in Japan. Last year, there were 443,891 accidents that resulted in injuries or deaths and 50,101 arrests involving the use of smartphones while driving. With handhelds becoming such a big part of people's lives, there appears to be an increase in violations of this nature, and of course, we see it here in America as well. A trio of Japanese companies seem to think that an ingenious new app could incentivize drivers to restrain themselves from checking their phones at the wheel and reduce the number of traffic violations. Toyota Motor Corporation, Komita Company, and KDDI Corporation have teamed up to create Driving Barista, an app that uses the phone's gyro sensor to sense the tilt of the device and the GPS to determine the distance driven. This allows it to calculate the number of kilometers a driver has traveled with the smartphone facing down.
Down.
There you go.
Down phone.
They reward you. After 100 kilometers, you get a free coffee.
You know what? It's kind of sad. I get where they're coming from.
Sure.
Right? But put your phone down.
Absolutely.
Put your phone down while you're driving your
you
car.
You don't need a free cup of coffee. You get to live.
You get to live.
Right? And
you
get
didn't
to help
kill anybody.
Other people live.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody died. No accidents were caused. Put your phone down.
All right. Alaska Council is voting on a new leash law, or no more mini carts, or
let's talk about the
fingers.
leash. The leash law.
The leash law.
And then I do want to talk about ice cream.
Kenai, Alaska.
Kenai.
Thank you. Cats will need leashes just like dogs if a proposal before the Kenai Council wins approval.
Cats? We're putting our cats on leashes. They're going to love that.
Mayor Pat Porter and council member Tim Navarre have proposed a cat leash law after complaints from residents about roaming felines. The Peninsula Clarion reports that the current city code does not include cats on the list of animals that need to be restrained, and so they're voting on it October 5th.
Put a leash on your cat.
I used to have a cat that required a leash. It didn't require a leash. We walked the cat on a leash.
Well,
like a dog.
Really? And he liked it? He was okay with that?
Day one, not so much. But once he got used to it.
And this is how we are when we're outside, and he wanted to be outside.
That's right.
This way he doesn't run off.
Put on the harness, let's put on the leash, and away we go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. No more mini carts.
And your pork belly pig, too. You probably need to put a little leash on that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. A very cute, adorable little one.
Mm-hmm.
No more mini carts or 31 fingers.
31? I thought 31 flavors.
Well, we started off with 31 flavors because it's reminiscent of it. And it's really not even 31 fingers exactly. It's 31 fingers and toes. You see, in Ningbo, China, doctors at a Chinese hospital said a baby born with a total of 31 fingers and toes will receive surgeries for free. This baby literally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 toes on that foot. 1, 2, 3.
8?
8 toes on that foot.
So an extra 3 on each foot.
Yeah.
They're little.
And 8 fingers,
and it
but
just,
one of them got whacked off, so maybe there's only
So
7
they just
on
kept
one.
popping up little, spreading up little fingers and toes.
And they all look exactly like they're functional, and yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. It says video recorded at Ningbo City 6th Hospital shows a 6-month-old baby boy's hands, which bear a total of 16 fingers, and feet, which have a total of 15 toes. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Yeah. Wow, look at those hands. She said. Okay. And then finally, Target decides to get rid of mini carts for kids. You know those little shopping carts? Little mini shopping carts?
Oh, do they still have those?
Not anymore.
Oh.
They're getting rid of them. You know why?
Why is that?
Because parents are suffering bruised ankles and shins.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, the kids, and those things hurt. It's not like that cute little shopping cart they have at home, right? Yeah. No, these things are full-blown
Target
wicked.
has announced it's ending the trial run of kid-sized mini carts in stores in Minnesota and New York after shoppers have complained of bruised ankles. The Minneapolis-based chains announced its mini carts, which rolled out in 50 Minnesota stores and 22 New York stores just a few weeks ago, are being removed after the company received a flood of negative feedback from shoppers. It was a good idea at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I mean, you can see why they're wanting to.
There you go. All right, folks, we got to let this news go. That's the news that you choose. But when we come back, there's more positive business talk and a story that will guarantee inspire you. It's coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Hey, don't forget to check out experienceprosdeals.com, 40 to 90% off everything.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
This is Lon Chen of the Hoover Institution for townhall.com. In about 40 days, Americans will go to the polls to pick a new president. Between now and then, few events will be more consequential than the 3 general election debates. These debates are important. They are the only opportunities that we will have to see the candidates side by side, sharing their respective visions for the future of our country. Debates often produce memorable moments. Think of Al Gore's sighs in 2000 or Ronald Reagan's pronouncement that he would not make Walter Mondale's, quote, youth and inexperience an issue in that campaign. But voters should be on the lookout for more than just glib one-liners. This is our chance to hold the candidates accountable for the policies they are proposing and their preparedness to assume the presidency. Do they have plans to jumpstart economic growth or reduce the debt, to lower health care costs and improve our schools, to keep our nation safe? Both Clinton and Trump should be able to answer these questions. It's up to us to watch and listen. I'm Lon Chen.
Learn more at townhallreview.com.
If you're like most Americans, you might be finding that money is a little tight right now. Do you know that it doesn't have to be this way? If you are 62 years or older and you own your own home, you might be sitting on a permanent income stream. There are many myths out there about reverse mortgages, but the truth is that a reverse mortgage is a safe and powerful way to fund your retirement. You can continue to own your home and live in it just as long as you want to, but the income stream will last just as long. Get the facts. Talk to an expert today. Call Dan Gordon at Acclaim Mortgage. Dan has been in the mortgage business for over 30 years and he's a member in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. Find out how a reverse mortgage can provide you with the financial comfort and security you desire. Call Dan Gordon today at 303-753-9400. Again, that's 303-753-9400. Or for more information, visit acclaimmortgage.com. Once again, call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com.
Many people wrestle with the idea of carrying a concealed handgun. Maybe you've thought about carrying a handgun for protection, but you've been afraid and not sure what to expect. I'm Tina Francone, NRA certified instructor and founder of Straightforward Shooting. We've qualified thousands of Coloradans just like you to apply for their concealed carry permits. At Straightforward Shooting, our classes are designed around you. We guarantee personalized instruction that addresses your specific needs. When you call, we'll assess your skill and comfort level and fit you into the perfect class for you. We also offer home defense and youth programs. We can teach your kids how to be safe with firearms. At Straightforward Shooting, we focus focus on what you want to accomplish with your firearms training. Don't wait. Get certified. Visit straightforwardshooting.com. That's straightforwardshooting.com, or call me, Tina Francone, at 720-989-9662. That's 720-989-9662. Mention KNUS and receive Straightforward Shooting's free basic handgun ebook. Call 720-989-9662 today.
You buy a vacuum, you expect it to work. You purchase a lamp, you want it to turn on and off. And when they don't, turn to Anderson's Vacuum. Since 1947, Anderson's Vacuum has been repairing all major brands of vacuums, air purifiers, lamps, even sewing machines. And they provide warranty repair for many major brands. When you know how things work, you know how to fix them. You can rely on 6 decades of experience at Anderson's Vacuum in Inglewood. Details online at andersonsvacuum.com.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do want to interact with you live on the show. Go ahead and give us a call, 855-FAN-BRAG. Let us know what's going on, how you feel about it, and who's getting it right.
Well, we love giving you your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. And if you think there's no hope for the next generation, think again. Our next guest is Riley Banks Snyder. When she was just 13 years old, she begged her parents to let her go to Kenya.
As in, like, Africa?
To Africa. The crazy thing is, her parents let her.
There's lions and tigers and bears over there.
She traveled with her dad, and while sitting in a classroom surrounded by young Kenyan students, she saw a need that she couldn't walk away from. All those kids sharing one stubby little pencil. She returned to Kenya the following year with 200 backpacks filled with donated school supplies. Wow. And it all snowballed from there. She's actually started her own nonprofit. Here to inspire you today about the future of the next generation, Riley Banks Snyder. Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hey, Riley. It is fantastic to have you on the show. And the story that we told of you going to Kenya when you were 13 years old is only 6 years old, apparently, because you are 19 now and recently married. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just got married in May, and I just turned 20 in May.
Turned 20. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations, and fantastic story. When you're 14 years old, and maybe there's 13, I'm not sure, but you started that nonprofit called Generation Next. Describe that for us, if you will, please.
Yeah, the meaning behind Generation Next was that if we were able to help one generation grow up and be successful, that they would want to come back and better their own communities and do the same for the next generation. And we started through school supplies.
I like it. And that it was spawned on from your first trip to Kenya. I know we're 13 years old. You know, most teenagers are kind of into friends, into their own little hobbies, in their own little world. And so it's so exciting for you to, for me to think that you wanted to go to Kenya. What triggered that for you, Riley? Why did you want to go so badly?
Well, my aunt and uncle were going to be serving in Tinwit, Kenya for 6 months, and they had done a lot of mission work before, and so I had always heard stories about them traveling different parts of the world, and I was just very interested in going with them and visiting them.
I love it. Now, you started with school supplies, filled 200 backpacks. Who were the people that kind of helped support that and helped you bring those 200 backpacks to fruition?
My family is a huge help. My parents helped me bring any kind of sort of dream that I have to life with Generation Next, and so they came up and helped with the idea to put boxes at the end of our elementary schools here in Branson, and all of the school supplies came from kids there, and it was all brand new.
Nice.
Very cool. Now, Riley, it says that you've got a new book. Tell us about that, please.
Yes, the name of the book is Riley Unlikely, and it's just pretty much about my life since I very first went to Kenya when I was 13 up until I was 19. So, and it's just, the starting a nonprofit, working in Kenya, it's really just a story about figuring out my purpose here.
And how about your new spouse, your new husband? Is he super excited to be on this mission with you?
Yes, he's so supportive. He always has been. We were with each other all through high school, and he actually went to Uganda and Ethiopia before he ever traveled to Kenya with us. So he's very supportive, and he loves it just as much.
I love it. Now, you've actually expanded. It started out with school supplies, seeing the kids, they all shared one little pencil, so bringing back the school supplies. And then you started doing some hygiene kits for girls. Talk about why that's so important.
Yeah, so a lot of girls, they are off for 3 months. So they go on school, they're in school for 3 months and then off for 3 months. And during that off period, they have to have all of the things that they are going to need for the 3 months during school, including hygiene supplies. And so a lot of girls during their off time would turn to prostitution to get the money for those items. And a lot of girls would end up going back because they would get pregnant or because they couldn't ever get enough money. So we started supplying hygiene kits for young girls to keep them in school and to keep them out of prostitution.
My goodness.
Riley, you've got your hands full. I mean, just the number of things. And we're looking at all these notes that we've got in here. You've got a resale shop and a food pantry that's serving about 150 families per year, a thrift store. Is there anything you don't do?
Yeah, there's quite a bit I don't do.
I'm sure. Okay, so Riley, you in the book, Riley Unlikely, you talk about yourself as pre-Kenya versus the woman that you're sitting with now. Tell me about pre-Kenya Riley.
Pre-Kenya Riley was very shy. I didn't even like to eat lunch in the lunchroom. I would go to a teacher's classroom and eat lunch. I didn't talk to anybody. I was very introverted. And I think a lot of people, whenever I, finally spoke out about wanting to go to Kenya, I don't think a lot of people really thought that I would want to go, that I had that drive to want to go. And so after that first trip, I just fell in love with these people that were so thankful and grateful for everything that they had. And I came home and I really wanted to go back. And I was like, I can do school supplies. That's something that at age 14, I think I can try and do. And so I just came home with a totally different mindset. And I was so much more driven because I think I had found a purpose at 14, and I was able to serve in a greater way. And I don't know, it was just so different. I was always so quiet, and I don't even think sometimes people are like, yeah, she's still good. I think sometimes people have a hard time believing that I still go to Kenya and that I like going to Kenya because it's so out of my comfort zone. So.
Well, we are so proud of you, and
Absolutely.
What an inspiration for you to kick off our work week this week with you. Now, where do we get a copy of the book Riley Unlikely?
You can go online and Amazon and order it there, or Barnes & Noble. They have it at Walmart and Target too. So
awesome. And then to follow your journey and to be a part of Generation Next, do you have a website we can send our listeners to?
We do. It's generationnextcares.org. And then we also have a Facebook page, and it's just called Generation Next. And we post a lot on that.
All right. Well, this generation helping the next and starting a snowball effect for that. Well, Riley, congratulations on your recent wedding, your marriage, and all the success that Generation Next is having. Thanks for being our guest today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You betcha. Boy, the future is bright. And just so many things accomplished at such a young age.
I know. All of a sudden takes away all of those excuses.
That's right.
She started her own business. She started her own nonprofit. She's traveling. She's making a difference. She's an author. Right, all incredible, and so it is. So there's your inspiration to get you going this Monday morning. Of course, you can tune in every day for positive business talk.
That's right. Check out experiencepros.com for the archives of this and all the other programs that we offer. And we'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network. Check out also experienceprosdeals.com. That's a place where you can get free advertising. Well, kind of.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future.
If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Financial market analysis from Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Diversification is the key. You have to have diversification in these markets. And if you have all your eggs in one basket, when things go bad, you're going to get hurt.
It's financial food for thought on your drive home. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
For the third year in a row, Denver home values continue to set all-time highs. Ask yourself, why am I still paying mortgage insurance? Today, your FHA mortgage is likely causing you to throw away $100, $200 or more in mortgage insurance every month. We have programs that can allow you to drop your mortgage insurance with as little as 3% equity, letting you keep your hard-earned money. I'm Brian Murphy, owner of Front Range Mortgage, a local, Colorado-only mortgage team that has helped hundreds of Coloradans to eliminate their mortgage insurance, saving thousands, lowering their payments, and paying off high-interest credit cards. Call me and my local BBB-approved team for a painless 5-minute conversation to see how much money we might save you. Our number, 303-500-1900. That's 303-500-1900, or visit frontrangemortgage.com. Ed McCaffrey getting the game offer, a Visa gift card with every closed loan. Buy a pair of tickets to the home game or go on a weekend getaway.
NMLS number 37884, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Where do you keep the things that are most important to you? At home, right? But just how secure is your home? Do you own a security system? And if so, is it currently being monitored? Have you signed up for monitoring service only to find out there were rate hikes and other hidden fees buried in the fine print? It's time for something different, something better. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. And with ProSec, your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. Stop paying those increasing rates and let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
All right, everybody, gather around. Susan, just come on over here. Fred, Joe, Sam. All right, come on, everybody. We're gonna sit down. All right, everybody, hold hands. We're gonna sing "Kumbaya." Ready? Okay. It only takes a spark.
Is that how that starts?
1, 2.
No, do we really have to?
We're doing team building exercises.
You know what? And I know there's a lot of value in team building.
Together, everyone achieves more.
That's what they say, right? According to our friend Liz Ryan, she says, I used to get dragged into team building exercises and activities.
Liz Ryan had a drug problem.
Right,
she got drug into this one,
it, right?
Drug into that one.
She says, I was always watching the clock, eyeing the exit, right? We all like to hang out and get to know our teammates. We all want to have I think a little bit more interaction with them socially, so it isn't always about hey, do this, do that, and
right.
Just lashing out instructions, right?
But Liz gets a little controversial here. She says this, quote, team building exercises are pointless and even insulting to your team members because they suggest that if only your team members spent more time doing silly things and solving group puzzles together, climbing trees and rolling around on the floor, they would work much more effectively together.
Oh, so she's saying that they're pointless and even insulting to your team members.
Liz.
Right? Here's the thing. She says, if you've got a blockage in communication, if your team isn't cohesive, they're not gelling together, the probably isn't that they are lacking a leadership or a team building activity. It's a leadership problem 100% of the time.
Wow. We have seen the enemy, and they are us.
Right? She says an entire industry has sprung up around the made-up and juvenile idea of forcible team building to prevent leaders from having to look in the mirror and take responsibility for culture and communication on their teams.
Now, hold on, Liz. How else are we going to learn to walk across trees on ropes?
Now, we do team building activities. I mean, we've gone and done some social activities. Sure. We go to the Rockies games. We've gone bowling.
Remember that one time I fell backwards and no one was there to catch me?
Well, no, we've never done anything like that.
That's probably the problem.
That is it, right? Liz says, no one ever hired a consultant to put on a team building workshop when there weren't any problems internally. Right? We only think about team building when the team isn't working together well. And she says that's a leadership problem.
Leadership.
Right? It doesn't mean that the team's leader is unequipped for the job. It just means that the conversation has yet to begin with this question. Why is the energy blocked on this team? And why haven't we talked about it yet?
Wow.
Rather than let's take everybody to an area, an arcade, and tie them to a ropes course in the wood in order to do some.
Is it possible this is the difference between a female perspective, Liz Ryan, and a male perspective, the rest of
I think that you have to see where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a problem with your communication and your team not getting along, a team building activity isn't going to solve that. It's going to make everybody feel more uncomfortable and you think you can just put a Band-Aid on not dealing with the elephant in the room.
But if you come to a near-death experience and your teammates are the ones that helped you solve it, aren't you more apt to bond with them?
You know, this to me, I almost think of these team building activities the same way I think of that author,
Nicholas Sparks. Yeah.
Right? Let's do this one grand gesture.
In 2.5 hours, we're going to solve a lifelong problem.
Yeah, we don't communicate. We have issues. There's elephants in the room. There's issues not being discussed. We have communication problems. People are hurting each other, whatever. But we're going to have this grand gesture. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to love each other and feel so much more bonded and connected. But we're going to go back to work, the same issues that were there. If you're not filling in the paperwork correctly, or you're not delegating, or you have control issues, or
I think you made your point.
What was I going to say? Gossip issues. Yeah. Those are all still there, even if you've had the team building activity.
Okay, so according to Liz, here are some of the... well said, and I don't disagree, which means I agree. Some of the energy blockers that Liz identifies, and see if this fits in your situation, whether you got a nonprofit, a startup, a government agency, or a regular corporation. There's fuzzy or missing strategy.
Which, means we don't know really what we're doing, and we're probably only given parts of the information, and then we're giving the rest of it after we've screwed up.
There's unaddressed conflict.
Always.
Who is responsible to step in when there is conflict?
Right.
The leaders.
Role confusion, maybe red tape bureaucracy, slow processes requiring multiple approvals.
The Department of Redundancy Department, right?
Over-reliance on measurement and quantitative goals.
There's little to no conversation about culture, norms, energy, conflict, or, get this, even in the workplace, feelings. After all, there are people.
Right? They are human beings, right? Inexperienced leaders, little focus on collaboration and innovation, lack of praise, lack of acknowledgement, lack of information sharing, control issues. Like I said, drama and gossip and all that is all still there. So
true.
Somewhere in the list, there's
we just covered,
right there is causing this blockage in your team, and therefore team building is not the answer. Now, team building, I think, when you've got a team that is working well together, bringing in and doing some social activities outside of the office, bringing in lunch, going in and do some fun things, it brings a good team. A team even tighter. Yeah. But if you've got a team that isn't tight, then this isn't going to solve it. She even says it's worse than a Band-Aid on a gaping wound, at least
some big, colorful words from Liz.
She said, at least when we put on a Band-Aid, we don't pretend that the Band-Aid is the best remedy.
Yeah.
That's the ugly truth about team building, the fact that people think it's a real thing, right? But there are real business issues getting in the way of your team's performance as well as your own. And so just dragging everybody to a rock climbing activity is not the answer.
The summary says this. It says, being a leader means diving into conversations about sticky topics rather than dancing around them and taking the team out for ice cream instead. Strong leaders can talk about icky, sticky topics. Weak leaders can't.
We get to talk about icky, sticky topics.
In the life process of every relationship, and I think it's safe to say every relationship, and the team relationship included, you have great days and attaboys, and you've got come to Jesus meetings and discipline. And those things have to happen in every single relationship. And when they do, if you don't avoid the difficult times, you make room for more positive times.
I agree.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Huh?
I'll be here all day.
Oh, I think that it's one of those, if it is the elephant in the room, if there are issues with your team, that there are valuable ways to get through that. But most of the time it's a conversation.
Absolutely.
There's a misunderstanding. There's some conversation that needs to happen, some respectful conversation, so that we can move on with all parties in the room. No more of the he said, she said, talking about people behind their backs, going into meetings and everybody agreeing, and then having the after meeting afterwards, we're saying that was all stupid and nobody's going to get that done. Like actual real communication where we can be open. about the vision and where we're going.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Liz Ryan, you're a good leader. I think that's true. Did you hear the story out of Hudson, Colorado, that a lady was hospitalized with a cut on her arm because, get this, she was stabbed.
Was that?
By her dog.
By her dog.
Her dog.
Her dog stabbed her.
Yes, ma'am.
In the arm.
Celinda Haynes of Hudson, Colorado was rushed to Platte Valley Medical Center on Wednesday for a 4-inch long gash on her arm. Suspicious hospital workers contacted the authorities when Haynes told them she was stabbed by her dog, Mia.
How did her dog?
She's lovable. She'll kill you with kindness. Haynes said the incident began when Mia grabbed a freshly sharpened paring knife in her mouth with the blade pointed outward and down. Haynes said she attempted to use treats to entice Mia to drop the knife, but the canine decided to bring her new toy along for the ride. When Mia went over to eat the treat, she ran the knife across the arm and cut a big old gash of about 4 inches long. Yikes. Bad dog.
That's not a bad dog.
Bad
scary.
dog.
Just very scary when the... Keep your knives and all sharp objects.
Just want to play with you. Just want to play with
right?
you.
She doesn't know. She probably doesn't know. It's like a stick to her.
Right. Yeah. May have gotten off lucky with a stab wound. The curious canines have been known to crash vehicles and even accidentally shoot their owners with guns. Mia, it's just a flesh wound. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of ExperienceProsDeals.com.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hey, it's Hugh Hewitt for Tynan's. You've heard me talking about Matt Tynan, my personal friend, for many, many years. Tynan's Volkswagens, Tynan's Nissan and Aurora, both of them run family operated for more than 50 years. Tynan's has a huge inventory of Volkswagens, SUVs, and cars available on the lot listed at all the lowest possible prices. They have a large selection of used vehicles from a variety of manufacturers as well. Mostly they've got integrity. If you knew Matt Tynan, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. If you knew his brothers, you wouldn't shop anywhere else. Stop in for a test drive today. They're located at 700 South Havana Street in Aurora, Colorado, and they're looking forward to working with you. For over 50 years, Tynan's has specialized in financing people with every kind of credit situation. You're a first-time buyer, you got a bankruptcy or a foreclosure, they can help. They're one of the dealerships referred by the Colorado Consumer Bankruptcy Association. Mostly I want you to try Tynan's because I know Matt, and I know you can trust them to get you into the car that you need. Tynan's Volkswagen, Tynan's Nissan Aurora. Go in, tell them Hugh Hewitt sent you. That's Tynan.
How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets cleaned. You know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive? Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with their patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly, it's safe for your kids and pets, and they don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your carpet is clean with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See, it's affordable. Call them today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150. Or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean. Are you worried about having enough money to retire on your terms? What about taking that anniversary trip you've been dreaming of? If you answered yes, and you're a homeowner who's at least 62 years old, now is the time to call Acclaim Mortgage and learn about your options for a reverse mortgage. Acclaim Mortgage knows there are myths out there about reverse mortgages, and one of them being that the lender becomes the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage. Well, that's not true. Did you know that you'll still be the title owner of your home if you take out a reverse mortgage? Acclaim Mortgage is here to help answer all of your questions about reverse mortgages. Locally owned for over 20 years with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and thorough knowledge of the Denver real estate market, Acclaim Mortgage is your go-to for assistance with reverse mortgages. With home values so high, now is the perfect time to call Acclaim Mortgage. So think beach and call 303-753-9400 or visit acclaimmortgage.com. Again, that's 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Call or visit the website today, 303-753-9400 or acclaimmortgage.com. Did you know that you can get not only Oreck vacuums at the Oreck Clean Home Center locations, but also Miele and Sebo vacuums? Both Oreck Clean Home Centers are authorized sales and service for both Miele and Sebo vacuums. Ready for a vacuum you'll love? One that makes short work of a spotless house? Then get your next Miele, Sebo, or Oreck from the Oreck Clean Home Centers at their Aurora and Littleton locations. Simply Google Anderson's Vacuum Littleton or Anderson's Vacuum Aurora.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, let's revolutionize more than the way you do business. Let's revolutionize your sales proposals and closings.
Wouldn't
that sound great?
Yes.
Here's what you need. You need to call Ostrich Baskets today and get on the list for what they call their All Senses presentation boxes. Way more than just another pen with a name on it. The All Senses presentation box surprises your prospects' senses by engaging them with aroma, sound, delightful treats, personalized gifts. It's like a present.
It is a present. It's the All Senses presentation box.
Yes.
So you're not just giving them, here's your proposal on a piece of paper, maybe in a folder with our logo on it, but a gift that delights, encourages, and excites them
Every
to
one
want
of
to
your
do
5
business
senses.
with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. And they take it home and you win the day because you're going to win the proposal. It's going to increase your sales, no question asked. In fact, they've got a guarantee on it, a money-back guarantee. If it doesn't increase your closing rate, then they'll write you a check. It's worth it. The All Senses presentation box, your new favorite tool that opens doors like you've never imagined. We're professional marketers. We relate to the importance of connecting with your clients in a manner that promotes positive long-term relationships, and that's why we love the All Senses presentation box.
You are going to love it too. Your prospects are going to love it. You want to stand out head and shoulders above your competition.
Yep.
You want to move people through the closing process faster.
That's right.
Help them make a decision today. Order an All Senses presentation box.
You can check them out at ostrichbaskets.com, but why not just put an expedition on the whole thing and go 720-552-3932. That's right, 720-552-3932. Call them today. Tell American Angel said, I've got to do this. I need more sales before the end of the year.
I need them, and I need them to close, and I need them to choose me instead of my competition.
There it is.
The All Senses presentation box, your money-back guarantee. guaranteed to help you close more deals.
You know, that's a win-win every day of the week. Now, you know that the Experience Pros Radio Show is brought to you by the power of a fan brag. And for those of you who are just tuning in possibly for the first time ever, fan bragging is saying something nice about somebody else in business.
And this is how we are changing the way people treat people in business. Let's look around and see where good customer service is happening, because it's happening all around that. Let's shine a spotlight on it by calling in a fan brag to 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. It's a 24/7 hotline where you can tell us who you love to do business with.
Just like this one did.
Yes, this is Sally Worth, Better Coffee Today, also known as SW Ventures Group. I'm calling in to fan brag about Darren Keene. He's with Legal Shield. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you wanted the advice of an attorney? Perhaps, like me, you just needed to have your wills redone. It's been a while. Become a member of Legal Shield. Talk to Darren. Find out what you are missing. Legal Shield is the regular person's access to great legal advice. Darren Keeney can be contacted 720-484-0880. Again, Darren Keeney, 720-484-0880. He can help walk you through the steps to protect yourself and your identity. Again, Sally Worth, bettercoffee.today, 303-522-6006, or bettercoffee.today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sally. We appreciate that call. And Darren Keeney working for Legal Shield, James Candelaria and Associates. And you can find Legal Shield, James Candelaria and Associates on our Extreme Customer Service Directory. Just go to experiencepros.com, click on the directory, and then put in the word legal or shield or Legal Shield.
Right.
And you'll find it.
Better Coffee Today is also on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You want to find the best in business and you're looking for a new provider, a vendor, check out experiencepros.com. Free for you to use as the consumer. You can read all the reviews that their customers have written for them as well. Everybody on the Extreme Customer Service Directory has been vetted and approved to offer extreme customer service, much like the advice you get from the Singer Sewing Machine Manual from 1949.
The Singer Sewing Machine Manual from 1949?
Yeah, it's like
the
sewing machine.
25 years old or something.
Right, just a few years old. Here's how they recommend that you get ready to sew. This is in the manual from 1949. I don't know if it really was in the manual. I saw it on the internet.
Sounds like it's 77 years old.
So it must be true, right?
All right.
Prepare yourself mentally for sewing. Think about what you're going to do. Never approach sewing with a sigh or lackadaisically.
No, don't sigh.
No, or be lackadaisical. Good results are difficult when indifference dominates.
Isn't that the truth?
Never try to sew with a sink full of dirty dishes or beds unmade.
What?
When there are urgent housekeeping chores, do these first, so that your mind is free to enjoy your sewing
Experience. Okay.
When you sew, make sure make yourself as attractive as possible.
Yes, I put on lipstick.
Put on a clean dress. Keep a little bag of French chalk near your sewing machine to dust your fingers at intervals. Have your hair in order, powder and lipstick put on, so Eric, you would be ready.
Thank you.
If you are constantly fearful that a visitor might drop in or your husband will come home.
Constantly fearful?
Right? And you will not look neatly put together.
Oh, okay.
So, they would walk in while you were not neatly put together.
No. You must be neatly put together while you were sewing.
Then you would not enjoy your sewing if you are at all fearful of how that will be. And it goes on from there.
But those things are obviously dated to an era where one might call some of those sexist now, but some of the principles are still valid.
Really, if we're going,
put yourself in a right frame of mind.
Yeah, change your. If there's unfinished business, finish it. Finish the things on your tasks before you move on. Focus people, right? We talk about focus.
Right.
We talk about being prepared, having your goal in mind, preparing yourself. Think about what you're going to do. So really, these are, you could probably pull out of here like your tips for life.
I made my bed today.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
In fact, I have made my bed every single day for the last 60 days.
60?
It's true.
60 days in a row. So you started in July making your bed?
Maybe it was, it might not be 60. I started early August. But yes, and here's the reason. We've often had the conversation about I'm blocking love because I take the laundry out and leave it on the edge of the bed. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't block love, and I actually say these words every single morning. I am not blocking love. In fact, I am inviting love today.
Right. I was going to say you have.
I say it every day.
I'm inviting love today.
All right, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, another hour of positive business talk. Here comes the news.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDMT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the everyday investor. Money.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I want to thank all my listeners on 1690 AM. That's KDMT Money Talk. I want to tell my listeners how much I appreciate you listening, but I also want to tell you be prepared for the biggest stock market crash ever in 2016. Join my gang where this time, for the first time, you're going to make money when the market goes down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy. Weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Hi, this is Krista Kafer for Golden Spike Roofing. I went over to Golden Spike Roofing's beautiful showroom, and their team of experts showed me how they provide a better quality roof for your money than anyone else in Denver. If your roof is impacted by hail or other severe weather, moisture may begin to silently damage your home. That's why it's so important to have your roof periodically checked by an expert. The experts at Golden Spike will come and inspect your roof anytime for free. And when you're ready to repair or put on a new roof, President Spike McCarthy will personally visit your new roofing job to make sure it meets his ultra-high standards. Don't take a chance with a potentially damaged roof or an inexperienced roofer. Schedule a free roof inspection from Golden Spike Roofing today, and their promise to you is roofing done right to the last nail. You know how the song goes.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
As a father of 4 children, I realized it was time for me to make a change in my struggles with alcoholism. It wasn't the first time that I had come to this realization, but I was at the end of my rope. I heard an advertisement on the radio for this treatment program called Go Sober and thought it sounded too good to be true. I was honestly pretty reluctant to go through with the treatments because I had tried several other methods of quitting in the past that were unsuccessful. The people affiliated with Go Sober are very generous and compassionate. They put in countless hours and selflessly worked very hard to ensure your success in the program. They were very accommodating to my schedule and my time. The end result of this 8-week program is that I am no longer a slave to alcohol. The chains have been broken, and I haven't felt this free for as long as I can remember. The simple things in life that used to make me happy actually bring me joy again. I am so grateful for the Go Sober program and the people that help run it.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in. This is the most positive business talk show in America. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. And there are some things that you need to know in pre-market trading as the markets get ready to open up in just about 23 and a half minutes. You ready?
Oh, I am. I'm just curious if it's going to be the truth.
If it's going to be the truth?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Right? I just saw a sign. These are things that tell the truth.
Things that tell the truth. Okay.
Small children.
Absolutely.
Drunk people.
Yes.
And yoga pants.
Oh! Painfully true
right?
as well. All right. Well, brace yourself for what's going on. I'm just going to move along. Brace yourself for what's going on in the markets. There's a very negative mood in the markets today with downward momentum on Friday carrying over into the new week. U.S. stock futures are pushing down. Many European markets are dropped by about 1.5% in early trading, and the Asian markets are closing out the day with losses. What's to blame? Well, banking stocks are among the main losers right now. Germany's Deutsche Bank falling by nearly 7% to its lowest level in over 20 years. A German magazine reported over the weekend that the German government won't get involved in a dispute between the bank and the U.S. Justice Department, which is demanding $14 billion over allegations that Deutsche packaged up toxic mortgages between 2005 and 2007. The same report claimed the German government would not bail out the Deutsche Bank if it became necessary. Of course, today, everybody's eyes are on the Clinton versus Trump presidential campaign. We will be attending a campaign watch, if you will, or a debate watch at the, where's that at?
It's at the CBN Potts in Greenwood Village. Yeah, here in Denver. I'm sure your local news stations will also be doing some things wherever you are across the country. But here in Denver,
to be drinking.
It probably would be.
It probably helps.
Yes, we need some drunk people, yoga pants, and small children in that room if we're going to get any truth be told.
Please bring the yoga pants. Okay, never mind. Polls show that it's a close race, and of course, the outcome determines who's going to be the leader of the country for the next 4 years. OPEC nations and other global oil producers are huddling in a meeting in Algeria this week, considering an agreement to restrain production of oil prices in an effort to support oil prices. Crude futures are holding steady and trading around $44.50 a barrel. Who to watch today? Well, Carnival and Vail Mountain Resorts are the two companies that have reported earnings ahead of the open. And let's put a positive spin on this negative news, and that is that the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.8 for the week, and the S&P 500 and NASDAQ both gained 1.2% last week, including the NASDAQ hitting an all-time record last Thursday. All things in perspective, it's the ups and downs of the market, but that's not really the news you want to know.
Nope, we're here to make you smile.
It's time for You Choose the News. This is the news where you actually have no choice whatsoever, but Angel chooses the order in which we deliver it. The news is questionable. The choice is binding. And this is how it goes. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. New Yorkers go crazy for this kind of ice cream. A Japanese cafe chain serves up purple pancakes.
Purple pancakes?
Mm-hmm. And Carrie Fisher explains why Han and Leia's marriage didn't work.
Oh, well, do tell.
Oh, all right. We're going to choose the Star Wars one. Arguably one of the biggest surprises from Star Wars The Force Awakens was the revelation that the romance between galactic smuggler Han Solo and rebel leader Leia Organa didn't work out. Fans of the original trilogy likely assumed it would be happily ever after, but somewhere along the way things fell apart, and the film makes it clear that they've been estranged for quite some time. While The Force Awakens never goes out of its way to explain what happened to split them apart, Carrie Fisher, who reprised her role in Episode 7, has her own theories about what happened. During an appearance at the Saskatoon Comic and Entertainer Expo, Fisher participated in an audience Q&A and offered up some very candid opinions about Han and Leia's marriage. Quote, "He smuggled way too much." And girls, I know you don't want your husband smuggling, do you? And hanging out with a hairy guy too often? I think there are a lot of problems with that. He wouldn't take me on that hyperspace thing enough. And that's a euphemism. That's Carrie Fisher.
That's Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. If you don't get taken on hyperspace often enough,
that's true.
She's going to go searching elsewhere.
She's going to leave you.
She's going to find her a Star Destroyer, if you know what I'm talking about.
All right. Too much smuggling will ruin a good marriage.
Not enough hyperspace ruins marriage. Japanese cafe chain serves up purple pancakes, or New Yorkers go crazy for this kind of ice cream.
Let's talk about purple pancakes.
Purple pancakes. And boy, howdy, are they ever purple. The sweet stack isn't the only brightly colored item on the menu. Hawaiian casual restaurant chain Eggs and Things is well known throughout Japan for its huge array of light and fluffy buttermilk pancakes. With its Harajuku branch in particular, often seeing long lines of customers stretching out the door. That line is set to get even longer this October when the restaurant adds a couple of items to their menu for a limited time to celebrate Halloween. One of the items is a Halloween special drink, which retails for about $5.50, and comes served in a tall glass along with a plastic syringe.
A plastic syringe.
The icy beverage is bright blue lemonade, which changes to an eerie color once in the bright red strawberry blood sauce. Once the strawberry blood sauce is injected into the glass.
Where's the purple pancakes?
Here they come. On the sweet dessert front, there's a stack of pancakes topped with fresh mangoes and raspberries and covered in a purple sweet potato paste. Excuse me. Which appeared on the restaurant's Halloween menu last year. This year, however, the dish has been given an extra dose of horror with the addition of a raspberry sauce, which represents the sea of blood containing fresh blueberries. These things are as purple has ever been. It's quite interesting. I don't know what a potato paste has anything to do with pancakes, but they're purple.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, because I couldn't, I don't know.
You're right. New Yorkers are going crazy for this kind of ice cream. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
This New York store has only just opened, and already the internet's gone into meltdown over the unique Japanese-influenced ice creams. One of the most well-known sweets is a fish-shaped cake called taiyaki, which literally translates into baked sea bream. I don't know what that is. Made with a rich waffle or pancake batter and traditionally filled with a sweet adzuki red bean paste.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. Is this ice cream? I thought we were talking about ice cream.
Bean paste.
I thought we were talking about ice
Well,
cream.
if you freeze it, maybe it is ice cream. The distinctive design of popular street stall confection comes from the unique cast iron molds they're heated in. They look like little fish. Yeah, ice cream. Oh, that's just the cone.
Oh, where's the ice cream?
Modified dessert is made from a different batter to give the waffles a crispier texture, and the fish now has a larger mouth to hold the creamy soft serve ice cream, while its tail hides a surprising filling of custard or red bean. Doesn't sound appetizing at all.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
All right. Well, if you want to go check out Taiyaki, New York City, you can get yourself some green, nasty looking ice cream with bean paste in the fish's bum.
Stop that.
Stop
that.
It's what it's.
Jamocha almond fudge, please, on a sugar cone. That will do.
I think we, I got a whole nother minute, don't I?
You do.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
I was hoping for the end of this story.
You were?
Yeah.
Right? And now you have to talk ice cream with me. No, you don't have to talk about ice cream with me. Every day people are turning off the radio and plugging in a personal development CD or an audio book in order to get some inspiration, professional development, encouragement, education. And we're so proud to bring you the Experience Pros radio show, where you get fresh content every single day to inspire you, to help you grow your business. A little bit of news thrown in there, current events as well.
And ice cream.
And ice cream.
Paste.
And, well, we really weren't going to re-mention that again.
Oh.
See how I had moved on? I had transitioned.
It was kind of a transition.
And I was trying to move on, but you brought me right back there.
Forget the bean paste, folks.
Again.
That would be gross.
Right? We're just going to freeze that up and serve it to you on a waffle cone, Eric. Just some chocolate chips on there. You'll never know.
We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of ExperienceProsDeals.com. You can check out 40 to 90% savings or get major market advertising for your business with no cash out of pocket.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
The holiday season is just around the corner, and now is the time to start thinking about gifts for your clients and family. On Saturday, October 8th, join Ostrich Baskets at their showroom for wine, snacks, and their annual Build-A-Basket event. When you arrive, you'll be greeted with a glass of wine. You'll pick out your basket and take a walk through their impressive showroom. Just like Santa's workshop, you'll fill your basket with wonderful treats, customizable items, and other gifts that are guaranteed to wow your next next potential client, say thank you to your existing client, or say I love you to the closest people in your lives. This event is totally free, except for the cost of your baskets. So come enjoy some wine, snacks, and come build your own ostrich basket on Saturday, October 8th. Discounts in bulk ordering will also be available. To reserve your spot or for more information, visit www.ostrichbaskets.com. Again, that's www.ostrichbaskets.com. Spaces are limited, so make sure you sign up today.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life of quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
If you have a rental property, you need to listen to this message. Recent changes in the fair housing rules may greatly impact your property and how you rent. It used to be that a landlord could say no felonies on the application, but the rules have changed. To get more information on these recent changes, contact Legacy Properties PM. You've invested time, energy, and money into your property, and without professional management, you may be stuck with stress and aggravation trying to rent. With Legacy Properties PM, you can feel more at ease knowing your property's managed well, and you're getting the best return on investment. Legacy Properties PM will handle your tenants by following the most up-to-date fair housing rules, showing the property, having the correct lease agreement signed, handling the hassles of repairs and repairmen, and dealing with late rent, fees, or evictions. Call Legacy Properties PM at 720-989-1996 or visit online at legacyproperties-pm.com. That's legacyproperties-pm.com. The experts in landlord stress removal.
Statistics show that a burglary occurs on average every 13 seconds in the U.S., and homes without security systems are more than 3 times as likely to be affected. These facts may seem intimidating, but there's a simple answer when it comes to home security: ProSec. ProSec is changing the way Coloradans look at security. ProSec will send a professional to your home, evaluate your needs, and give you an honest assessment of your options. No hidden agendas, fees, or complicated contract terms. Your monthly rate is guaranteed for the entire term of your agreement. And ProSec is proud to be a local, Colorado-owned and operated company. Let ProSec take the mystery out of home security. Call 303-835-8100, 303-835-8100, or visit ProSecAlarm.com. That's PROSEC Alarm.com. Get a free home security camera system or up to 4 months of free monitoring with new account activation. Are you interested in being your own boss but don't know where to start? Made Right has a home-based business franchise opportunity that will allow you to start building a better life for you and your family. With Made Right, you'll go into business for yourself, not by yourself. And they'll provide a startup package, guaranteed clients, initial equipment, training, and constant support. Take that first step towards starting your new life and call 303-898-0595 today. Again, that's 303-898-0595. 303-898-0595.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Angel Tussie, Eric Kramer, here to help you get your business right. Listen, if you've listened to the show for any period of time, you know that we are very much veteran friendly. That is to say that we love and appreciate the service that our servicemen and women have gone out of their way to sacrifice on behalf of the pursuit of our freedoms.
Absolutely. And we love it when we can promote and encourage people to hire a veteran, to work with veterans. And when we've got veterans starting their own business, it makes our hearts go pitter patter. Well, there's a unique nonprofit business model that was created and managed by business owners for business owners. It's called Vet Starter. The core of the program is a variety of membership-supported resources for veterans that seek business ownership. And these resources include education, coaching, mentorships, and a variety of business funding platforms, including the popular Invest in a Vet system that allows contributors to make financial gifts through a crowdfunding system as well as direct contributions. And here to share what Vet Starter is all about, some fun things they've got coming on, and even to talk about a vet starting a business, Rick Grossman. Rick, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you very much, Angel. Glad to be here, and we appreciate the time.
Hey, Rick, it's a pleasure to have you on. Let's give the 30,000-foot view. What are we trying to accomplish with Vet Starter?
Thanks, Eric. Well, the main focus, the neat thing about Vet Starter is we are a nonprofit organization, but we all have our own businesses, and we all support the efforts and infrastructure of Vet Starter. The important thing is we're helping veterans get into business, create jobs, stand on their own 2 feet, and support their families and communities. And a lot of our veterans, in turn, hire more veterans. And so it's a true job creation opportunity. The starting point is aligning them with a franchisor that really can get them online. And today we're going to be talking to BioOne founder Nick Anthony Zamison and learning more about BioOne. And that's the franchise that our veteran, Chris Negron, is in the process of becoming an owner for. And the overall thing that's really important to us is 100% of every dollar that's contributed through our crowdfunding goes to the veteran to start his or her business. And so all the infrastructure is supported by the membership. So there really is no better way, in our opinion, to create jobs in the veteran community. So we're excited to kind of announce that today.
I love it. And it really is taking a village. You've kind of brought a bunch of different resources together from Vet Starter with franchise owners, a franchise hub in order to find the right franchise for the veterans. And you actually have a veteran who is starting his own BioOne franchise.
Chris Negron.
Chris Negron. Are you with us, Chris?
Yes.
Very nice. Well, very exciting. Chris, congratulations on your brand new business with BioOne. Why is BioOne a good fit for you, Chris?
I was actually did a lot of research on the company, and everything that I like about it is just it's kind of family orientated, and it's reminded me more of the military structure, how they're set up.
All right, and now you are a military veteran. By the way, thank you for your service. We appreciate that more than words alone can tell. Are you through the process? Have you actually opened the doors? Are you how far along are you, Chris?
At the moment, I'm to the part where I'm coming up with the funding to open the doors, actually.
All right, and we're doing that by way of crowdfunding. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How much are we trying to raise?
$62,000.
$62,000. You know what? That may seem like a big number, but you get a whole bunch of people behind you, and what do they say? Many hands makes the work light. You know?
I love it. Have you always wanted to be? How long have you wanted to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, Chris?
About 2 years into my military service.
All right. And so, how did you connect with Vet Starter? How'd you find them?
I was actually on Google one night, and I came across it, and I was working with a franchise broker through the military, and he connected me with Nick.
Very nice. And so we actually have Nick Anthony, who is the founder of the BioOne franchise. Nick, welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Nick, thank you so much for participating and joining up with Vet Starter and my franchise hub in order to offer opportunities to veterans such as Chris. How did you become involved in this and become aware that this opportunity even existed?
Well, I'll tell you what. To meet guys like Chris and to have any small part of their success is an honor for us. And once again, Chris, you've heard me say it many times, but thank you for what you do. Cheryl and Rick Grossman actually brought me into the fold. I would love to say this was my idea or I had anything to do with it. I just didn't. Cheryl said, I want you to meet this guy, Rick. He's got this phenomenal program that's helping out vets. And I know your guy, Chris, has talked to him. This might be a real good fit. I read the company and looked at Vet Starter. and went, wow, that's something that we have to be a part of. And the fact that we're the first, gosh, it's I'll tell you this, it's a lot of pressure, but if there's one thing that we don't succumb to, it's pressure, and Chris knows all about that. So we're pretty excited to be aboard, and thank Rick and Cheryl for inviting us. It's an honor.
Well, Chris, how's it feel to know you've not only got Rick Grossman and the whole team behind with Vet Starter behind you. You've got Cheryl Chasen with My Franchise Hub behind you. You've got Nick and his team from Bio One. How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels more like a family than anything.
That's a great way to put it. It is going to be more like a family, and every business, Chris, has its ups and downs, but with a family of support like you've just described, it's going to be all right. And so we're excited to kind of launch off this Vet Starter program and get things going. Let me ask Rick, if you don't mind. Rick, where do people find more information about Vet Starter and the opportunities that are involved out there?
Thanks, Eric. Well, yeah, there's very simple. You can go to vetstarter.com, and that is our primary website. You can see right on the homepage there a couple of things. One, you'll find an informational video about Chris and Bio One and the efforts that we're doing with his campaign. And you'll also find a little bit of a breakdown of some of the media appearances that we have this week, kicking it off, of course, here on your show, and then some TV appearances tomorrow, etc. And then tomorrow evening at 4:30, we're having an open house so that folks, media folks, or even just folks that are interested in meeting Chris and Bio One and learning more about Vet Starter, come on down to our My Franchise Hub facility. It's at 5231 South Quebec Street, and that's on the website, right here in Greenwood Village, across from the Landmark property. And open house 4:30 to 6:30. Come by and meet some folks and learn how.
Rick, I apologize to cut you off, but the satellite's telling us we've got to go. That's Greenwood Village, Colorado, folks. So if you're in the area, come on down. That information will be found at vetstarter.com. Thank you all for your service. We appreciate you. And thank you for tuning into this, the most positive business talk show in America. Back again with a Denver real estate update with one of the pros. You're listening to the Experience Pros.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no
anymore. Now there's a brilliant piece of analysis from that well-known economist Yogi Berra. And if you've looked at your 401k lately, you'll know what he's talking about. These days, a nickel still ain't worth a dime. And our new radio station will explain why. Money Talk, 1690 AM, is all about economics and life. From how the turmoil around the world affects your wallet to retirement planning. We'll help you make sense out of it because we're all about money. Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Stock markets go up and go down. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. Are you worried about the markets? How will you protect your assets? With recent stock market volatility, where should your money be now? Call me today and schedule a complimentary stress test of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or go to yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
My name is Mick. I was a drinker all my life. When I retired, my drinking became a daily habit. It even affected my health. My brother was having severe health issues because of alcohol, and it really scared me into action. When I heard Go Sober on the radio and their program of outpatient treatment, I knew it was tailor-made for me because I'm the sole caregiver for my wife. My experience at Go Sober changed my life immediately. The trainers and counselors were really great people. There was always someone to reach out to for support or guidance. The best part is the medical infusions eliminated the alcohol cravings. Now with my life restarted, I'm not just happier, I have a sense of joy because my spirit is eager to express my happiness. Call Go Sober. They could be the restart for your life too.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org. Inglewood, Colorado, 1947. Mr. Anderson opens a small shop and repairs vacuums. He knows the ins and outs of all 7 brands popular at the time. Inglewood, Colorado, now. Anderson's Vacuums still exists, still serving what they sell, including brands like Miele, Sebo, Auric, Dyson, Shark, and more. Try them, test them, find your favorite. Anderson's Vacuum has grown to become one of the largest dealers in sales and service. The knowledge and experience is unmatched. Visit a legend, Anderson's Vacuum, in Inglewood at andersonsvacuum.com.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
You've heard of the show Shark Tank, but you need to be aware of the real sharks out there. To grow your business, you need money yesterday, but the banks aren't helping. Hard money lending is the answer, but look out. There are sharks in the water. Attorney and CPA Steve Replin will help you navigate the waters, avoid the sharks, and best of all, get you the money. Avoid the chum. Check out hardmoneycoaching.com. 303-322-7919. That's 303-322-7919.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Here in the Denver market, real estate is en fuego.
It is. I tell you what, the last thing you want to do is decide to choose a professional who is not full-time in the real estate market because,
right,
as Eric said, it is a pretty exciting market. Do you sell? Do you not sell? Are you going to get what you wanted? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? You know, frankly, it doesn't really matter when it's your house on the line. So we brought in our expert guest, Jani Bielenberg of Bielenberg & Associates, an exceptional full-service husband and wife team who have been serving the real estate needs of clients in Denver and their southern suburbs for 34 years. I don't believe it. When you see her, you will not believe it. They are most proud for each being selected as Denver 5-star professional real estate agents for 6 consecutive years based on consumer satisfaction. They're also both members of an elite group of agents who have won every single year. Jani Bielenberg, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Angel.
It is so nice to have you on again, Jani. And I want to start with this. Today's Denver Post, front page news, says front range real estate market feeling the burn of an appraiser shortage. Hot market collides with retirements and too few are joining the trade. Are you experiencing a shortage of appraisers here in this market as one of the premier realtors? years.
Absolutely. And one of the first things we'll get told when we're working with a new client and they're meeting up with their lender and you're putting dates in that contract is, we need 45 days. Yeah. And it used to be the 30-day close, and that's what everyone would like to push for, and the lenders can get it done, but they can't get it done without the help of the appraiser, and the appraisers are just booked out.
That's what it's saying that taking longer to complete, costing more, and that's vexing home buyers, mortgage brokers, real estate agents, and loan officers all up and down the Front Range.
Absolutely.
So all the more reason you need the voice of reason from Bielenberg and Associates to say, hey, we're going to get through this. We're going to do it all together.
Yeah, and you need to, there's no rush. There's no reason to rush it.
Yeah.
It just puts stress on everybody.
Sure.
And then, we always want to over-deliver and right? So you have to have that time allowed. And the appraisers, they're just booked. They're just booked. That's all there is.
I'm hearing that it's much longer. Some of them are months out. And of course, here as a buyer, even the seller, we're anxious to move this property. We have a buyer, we have a seller, all match made in heaven. And it would be nice if we could move that along as a seller with all the changes that are going on. And you and Robert, of course, award winning. You seem to be able to keep up on it. The buyer, both the expectations in the buyer and the seller. How do you manage that? How do you make sure that you keep that extreme customer service when everything is changing on the fly in front of them?
I like to say it's communication, but our buyers and our sellers they're clients and customers, but they're partners, right? And it has to be a two-way street. So we have to establish some really good guidelines for communication with our clients, and that's the best part of it. And and now we've gotten into the internet and the texting.
Right? Are you having to text now?
Yeah, we're having to text a little bit more, but that's finding out how the clients like to communicate. If they like to text, don't call them on the phone,
right?
Because they'll never, and vice versa.
Could you teach a few folks that for me?
I had somebody say, they're like, how dare somebody call me and interrupt my day? They thought it was it was the most rude thing, this rude behavior that we had, archaic from caveman, that we would call somebody.
And I'll bet you this person is under the age of 35.
They are young. Yeah. They're like, text me instead.
Yeah. Sometimes there's a good reason for all methods of communication. Text, you only have so many characters, so you have to be careful what you say and how you say it. Things can get misinterpreted very easily. And so sometimes things require a little bit more explanation, and a phone call is not a bad thing.
Jenny, everywhere I go, I see construction going on, and there's apartments going up like crazy. My son just moved back from Seattle last week and went into one of the newer apartment complexes. Is there a shortage? Is there a glut of real estate properties out there? What's happening in the market?
We're still having people move to Colorado, obviously. It's a lovely place to come. And so we've got builders out there. Right now, I saw an article just the other day that they're having problems with electricians. So lenders are having problems with appraisers, and builders are having problems getting electricians in to finish the work. So I don't know that there's a glut yet. We've obviously entered kind of a slower period, not a slowdown, but it's a seasonal thing.
Well, sure. We see the seasonal wave happen. Lots of people moving in the spring and the summer, and then it kind of tapers off a little, right?
Right. And the apartment building complex, that's a different population.
Of course.
Sure.
Single family homes. One area I think we don't service enough is the senior population, our downsizers. Because we're having a lot of people of my age, that want to get rid of the big home. They want a ranch style home. They want to live on one level.
Sure.
There's not as many of those. And I think that is going to be a shortage.
I think that's been ongoing. I remember, 20 years ago, my parents looking for a ranch style home, and there are very few in the marketplace. And one of the things that Denver we're seeing an upsurge. I mean, it's one of the fastest growing for population. People coming in.
Right.
How do you stay relevant online? I imagine that if they're moving in from out of states, they're probably checking you out online far more quicker than they're meeting you in person. What kind of information do you need to have on your website in order to appeal to those that are moving in from out of state?
I think one of the best things we have is reviews. There's a lot of marketing, and people are looking for certain things. If you're looking maybe for a certain neighborhood, maybe you're Googling Centennial. So you want to be in your focus areas. so that you get picked up. And then there's a lot of things that you can advertise, but I think people, I don't know about you, Angel, but I know when I'm looking to do business with a new company, one of the first things I do is Google them. To see if there's good comments, and then I'm looking for the bad comments.
Because how silly do you feel if you've had a bad experience and then you go online and see that there was warnings out there, but you didn't take the time to read them?
Well, and let's read a review from one of yours. And by the way, you have 100 5-star ratings and reviews on the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory alone.
Wow.
And that's not talking about all the other review sites. But David says this: we've used Robert and Jani for several transactions and have found them to be exceptionally professional and knowledgeable. They've always watched out for our interests, and since there's two of them, one is always available to answer our questions, and the other is able to submit offers. On a recent sales transaction, we had 8 showings on the first day, resulting in full price offer, netting us more cash than we'd expected. By reviewing and closing documents on both the selling and the buying transaction, they found mistakes resulting in about $600 in savings on closing costs. You cannot go wrong with Robert and Jani. We highly recommend them. This seems an appropriate time to ask for contact information, please.
Thank you. Direct phone number is 303-770-1977. If you like to send a text, 720-939-5265.
All right, do the text message one more time.
720-939-5265.
And then the direct phone number.
303-770-1977.
Bielenberg and Associates, you simply need to go find them and check them out. Amazing people. They're the voice of calm and reason in a market of turmoil and speed dial, if you will.
34 years experience. You cannot go wrong. Jani, anything else you want to make sure we get out before while we have you in the studio with us today?
Yeah, again, I think you talked about the communication part.
Yeah.
One thing that's kind of funny, you asked, what am I known for? And it's kind of, I talk people out of buying homes. And that's kind of odd,
Yeah, what did I talk out of?
Yeah, that's right. I'll never be a millionaire. Talk people out of buying homes. It's not about any home, but it may be a particular home.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the Cinderella story. The shoe has to fit.
Oh.
So
it's got to be the right home.
It's got to be the right home. And sometimes you go into the homes and you have that blind date kind of glaze on your face, but it's not matching the home that you told me you were looking for.
Oh, and so you were listening, you were paying attention when we get all kind of caught up in the hype in the moment.
Don't get motivated by that outdoor pool.
You remind them.
We were looking for the, okay.
Bring you back down to ground. If it meets your needs, awesome.
Yes.
I love it.
Just throw out questions to make you just really think, is that
really the right home? Was that what I was looking for? Well, speaking of throwing out questions, do you want to play random questions with me, Jani?
Oh, I'll play random questions.
All right, I've got a little
30
jar.
30 seconds here, so just pick one.
Pick one, and I'm going to read it out loud for you. Oh, no, we did that one last week. I'm going to pick a different one. I am. Have you ever unplugged from the internet for more than a week? She's thinking. She's like, maybe?
Not in recent years.
Not in recent years. Jani Bielenberg, 303-770-1977.
That's 303-770-1977. Bielenberg and Associates, our friends. We trust them. You can too. We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. And I'm so glad you haven't unplugged from the internet. That would throw me into hives. Back after these messages, folks. The Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
How about kicking off September with some fresh, clean carpets? Stop putting off getting your carpets clean. I know you want to, and you think it's outrageously expensive. Well, it's not, and it's totally worth the money. Call Zero Res Carpet Cleaning Company to clean your carpets with our patented empowered water technology cleaning process. Your carpets are going to look brand new again, especially if you have kids and pets. You probably have spots and stains everywhere. Empowered water technology is eco-friendly. It's safe for your kids and pets, and we don't clean with harsh soaps, detergents, or toxic chemicals. If your your carpet is cleaned with those things, you're only attracting dirt to your carpets. Call now and get the September special. 3 carpeted areas, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized with that empowered water for just $124. See? Affordable. Call us today. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150 or go online and book your job at ZeroResDenver.com. Mention you heard the $124 deal on KNUS. Zero Res, the right way to clean.
How many times have we quit drinking only to start again after a few days, maybe even the same day? I'm Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. There's a reason we can't stay quit for long. When we drink alcohol frequently, over time it dampens the reward response. Then, when we quit, we can't produce enough rewards, so we go into a deficit and our brain starts cueing us to replenish. Alcohol does this instantly, so most of us resume drinking. The key is, how do we restore the dopamine response so we get what we need naturally once again? At Go Sober, we not only restore the dopamine response, we also stack the deck in your favor to produce these rewards naturally like we used to before alcohol. Call us today to find out how this works. Our goal for you is indifference towards alcohol and happiness starting today. Call us at 303-827-4837 or find us at gosober.org.
Reset your life. Call Go Sober 303-827-4837 or visit gosober.org.
Pastor Camp is the one to call.
Get your home's heating and cooling system ready for cooler weather. Whether you need maintenance or a new Lennox heating and cooling system, Pastor Camp is the one to call. With over 50 years of experience and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Take advantage of their special offers on a qualifying Lennox home comfort system, including up to $1,600 in rebates or up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. Call Pastor Camp today at 303-777-1234 or visit pastorcamp.com.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day had so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil'sGang.com. You know what I hate about these guys on TV, these smart guys? They think they're really intelligent. The same guys who never told us to get out of the dot-com before it crashed or the housing com before it crashed. Listen to what this guy says about Apple.
Why you hold Apple is because Apple is in the transition mode. We are now focusing away from smartphone unit growth, and we're focusing on the user base and monetizing the user base.
God, you want to scream listening to this stuff. What are you, nuts? Who cares about focusing away from smartphone unit growth and then focus on unit base and focus on monetizing user base? Who cares about that? It doesn't matter. What counts is you should have been out of the stock when it turned from green to red. You would have a profit of 20%. Instead, following this dope, you're losing money. Join my gang, Phil'sGang.com.
Go to Phil'sGang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
The holiday season is just around the corner, and now is the time to start thinking about gifts for your clients and family. On Saturday, October 8th, join Ostrich Baskets at their showroom for wine, snacks, and their annual Build-A-Basket event. When you arrive, you'll be greeted with a glass of wine. You'll pick out your basket and take a walk through their impressive showroom. Just like Santa's workshop, you'll fill your basket with wonderful treats, customizable items, and other gifts that are guaranteed to wow your next potential client, say thank you to your existing client, or say I love you to the closest people in your lives. This event is totally free, except for the cost of your baskets. So come enjoy some wine, snacks, and come build your own ostrich basket on Saturday, October 8th. Discounts in bulk ordering will also be available. To reserve your spot or for more information, visit www.ostrichbaskets.com. Again, that's www.ostrichbaskets.com. Spaces are limited, so make sure you sign up today.
Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Bill, this is my favorite music. I mention it every time. I love this. It just gives me the energy that I love going back into a segment here on the Experience Pros. And this is our last segment for the day. Hard to believe, but listen, you need to know, you may have just heard the commercial that came on if you're local here in the Denver area. The holiday season is just around the corner, and now is the time to start thinking about gifts for your clients and your family. On Saturday, September 8th,
October
8th, forgive me. On Saturday, October 8th, join Ostrich Baskets at their showroom for wine, snacks, and their annual Build a Basket event.
Build a Basket.
This is so exciting.
For adults.
Oh,
this is like Disneyland.
Right? You're going to be, when you arrive, you're going to be greeted with a glass of wine. You'll pick out the basket that you like, and you'll take a walk through the impressive showroom. And I'm telling you, the showroom's impressive. It's just like Santa's workshop. You get to choose treats, customizable items, other gifts that are guaranteed to wow you and your next potential client. And everything says thank you to your existing client or I love you to the closest people in your lives. The event is totally free except for the cost of your baskets. So come enjoy wine, snacks. Come build your own ostrich basket on October 8th. That's Saturday, October 8th. Discounts and bulk ordering will also be available. Once you build it, you can say, I'd like to have multiples of these, and they'll take care of the rest.
They do. They have the most beautiful baskets. If you've ever seen an ostrich baskets, they stand head and shoulders over anything else. Everything else pales in comparison.
Absolutely. So here's what you need to go. Go to ostrichbaskets.com. That's ostrichbaskets.com and sign up for this event, the Build a Basket event on Saturday, October 8th. Or if you have any questions about it, you can call the number right now, 720-552-3932. 720-552-3932. Sign up. It's going to sell out. Their showroom is worth the time and the effort, and the baskets, wow.
Hubba hubba. Wow.
Yeah.
Right? Check it out. ostrichbaskets.com and put the date on your calendar. Make sure you RSVP today. Well, it turns out, according to an online poll, that small business owners of 3/4 of small business owners have missed out on a sale or a business opportunity because of this one thing.
75% of us have missed out on a sale or an opportunity because of this one thing. What is it sleeping in?
It is not.
Is it past the alarm clock?
It's not having the, probably, all census presentation boxes on there. But no, it's because of cash flow. It's because we didn't have a consistent cash flow. We had to pass on a business opportunity because not enough cash to support growth. They say seasonal fluctuations in business are the top cause of cash shortages. 48% of small business owners report seasonality as a concern. Slow-paying customers are another challenge of almost 30% of small business owners. And then also needing to invest in inventory or supplies before getting paid. So when looking for solutions to make up for shortfalls in cash, 40% of business owners are using personal loans, 11% turning to their own personal credit cards in order to fund it. And then just 9% of small business owners have said they used a business line of credit to bridge the gaps in funding. So what can a small business owner do to make sure you don't have to say no to a business opportunity because you don't have the money? Number one, keep your personal and your business finances separate. Right? You're ultimately putting your personal credit at risk. Avoid invoice financing can speed up receipts.
Yes.
Slow invoice payments are a growing problem. They're turning 30-day terms into 60 or 90-day increments. We have an invoice financing solution, Triumph Business Capital, in our Extreme Customer Service Directory. If you have payments that are just slow pay, right, to make sure you get paid now and let the financing company collect from your customers later. Mm-hmm. And then a business line of credit can bridge short-term needs, right? A business line of credit can help. It's flexible. It's short-term financing, can help you complete a project or gear up for a job that won't pay for a while.
It's just so sad when you leave money on the table when, there's an opportunity that could actually launch or catapult your career, and you have to say no because you don't have the funding. Get that line of credit. Take care of your personal finances. Separate that out from. Absolutely, I agree with this.
Right, and the sad thing is 75%. This is
75%.
And so, if you don't have cash flow is king. If you don't have it, your business is at risk of closing its doors.
Absolutely. Let's talk about another king in the news today. Last night, Arnold Palmer, known as the King of Golf, has passed away at the age of 87 years old.
What a legacy that man has left behind.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. And it was a rough day for sports altogether because on the same day, the Miami Marlins pitcher, Jose Fernandez, passed away in a boat crash. A boating accident took place. And so their ace pitcher, Jose Fernandez, is no longer with us. Very sad. But, you know, our prayers go out to the families. And I just hope that we can kind of all recover, at least feel it. Right. We feel it together.
Yeah, you know, and every day there's somebody there's a loss, there's a tragedy. You know, this is where, thank goodness for social media, can tie us together and bring people closer together, saying, you know, how can I help? Sending out their prayers, their love, their best wishes to families. Absolutely. And showing support and care instead of the opposite, you know, tearing down. Let's build each other up and bridge the gap.
That's exactly right. And that is our stated mission here on the Experience Pros Radio Show, is to create a revolution in the way people treat people in business. And remember, it doesn't matter what business you're in the relationship business. And let us never forget the fact that every business isn't made up of the bricks that make the storefront, but instead it's made up of the fingerprints that are on the hands of every individual. It's all about the people, and people make a difference. And if we can be positive and affect positively those people, then we will see a trickle-down effect. That's why we have Fan Braggin. We encourage you to do something, and maybe even in memoriam of one of the two athletes I just mentioned, pick up the phone, dial 855-FAN-BRAG, and say, you know something, I intentionally do something kind. I want to tell you about a business that I love. 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Say something nice about somebody else in business. Share the love. We'll share that over our microphone, which serves coast to coast, the entire country. And we're grateful for you for tuning in to this, the most positive business talk show in America. I think we should do it all again tomorrow. What do you say?
We will be here.
All right.
Fresh content for you to start your day with.
Indeed. Special thanks to all of our guests, and to Bill, our producer, for the awesome work that he does, and to Mark, our videographer, everybody that makes the show happen every single day. We appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KDNT Arvada Denver, serving Denver's financial community and the everyday investor. Money Talk, 1690 AM.